Hey, look. Labels blowing up my line and got me missing calls. Told her you ain't gotta hit me till you licking. Feel like ZVF, baby, I be cooler than the mink weather. Make a Coke bottle, give me brain till I think better. Back up on my again, hanging out with Benjamin. Franklin got me stankin' in the Lincoln, talking dividends. Look at what we did again.
Brother DMG the poet. Y'all know what it is. Before we get into our spiel, I gotta do my spiel. Let me say God bless to all my Christian brothers and sisters. Let me say Hotep to my Kemetic brothers and sisters. I want to say shalom or shalom to all my Israelite brothers and sisters. I want to say assalamu alaikum to all my brothers and sisters in the NOI. I want to say Islam to all my Moorish brothers and sisters. I want to say peace to all my brothers and sisters in the nation of gods and earth, them 5%ers. I want to say what's up to all my Rasta brothers and sisters. Salute to all my atheist brothers and sisters. What's up to all my Abo brothers and sisters. Big what up to all my Naga brothers and sisters. Last and certainly not least, I want to say Jambo to all the rest of my brothers and sisters all throughout the African diaspora, be it here in the wilderness of the United States of America or beyond. Y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. It's because if you black, I'm with you. And I hope that you with me. Our different ideologies should not keep us from uniting. We can have unity without uniformity. And guess what, family? As hard as it may be, we can disagree without being disrespectfully disagreeable. With that being said, family, let's get into it.
Ain't no thing to do my thing, it's what I did the best. Yes. I copped that crib and bought 2 chains and then I hid the rest. And it's okay to do your thing, but just don't do the most. I put my friends in that old Benz and took that to the coast. It ain't no thing to do my thing, it's what I do the best. I fill my mattress, pay my taxes, then I blew the rest. And it's okay to do your thing, but just don't do the least. I quit my boss and cooked that sauce and fed that to the streets. Slide in the bed like a wet flow, already fried from the get-go. Alligators look like gecko, everything I do they echo. Big facts, my bank on big man, my drip too wet, that spit can. Yo bitch swap me like Q-tips, hold that shit there like dip can. No rehearse, need no reverb, hold your lip, don't say 3 words. Quick trip to get that lick, broad tree fur if you prefer. Quick ride, no time, I'm in there. She clockwise, real good skincare. No TikTok for that caca, they know that love don't live there. I can't roll dice on your plan, Red Rover, I don't hold hands. Get fortune from my foresight, investment brought me 4 bands. Don't roll rage, I get roll head. We'll wheel all by your forehead. Them city John be like he lit, them country girls be like go ahead. If I ain't that man, then I gotta be more than human. How you mean? Funny how the people back then who was hating on the kid always talking about how you clean. Put a little gas in the blunt and I don't pass broke ass nigga, just please be cool. But I can't blame ya, I won't shame ya. Shit, I probably wanna be me too. It ain't no thing to do my thing, it's what I did the best. I copped that crib and bought 2 chains and then I hid the rest. And it's okay to do your thing, but just don't do the most. I put my friends in that old Benz and took that to the coast. It ain't no thing to do my thing, it's what I do the best. I fill my mattress, pay my taxes, then I blew the rest. And it's okay to do your thing, but just don't do the least. I quit my boss and cooked that sauce and fed that to the streets. It's no thing, no sweat, I ain't really worried about it too much. Slight work, light work, not work, I ain't really do much. Get it in, ship it out, pivot route, back corner, end zone. Hit her with a best friend, I don't really know about a friend zone. Real time, real talk, fake niggas can't really match that. Put it in the insurance, Uncle Sam can't really tax that. Get the game, learn the game, play the game, sell the game, all that. Never let them tell you what you can't do, gotta change all that. Feeling myself, they be feeling me too. Baby, don't fight the feeling. I've been so high that I'm tryna scale the roof. I'm tryna bite the ceiling. They be on bullshit like a zoo fly. I be too fly to participate. I need everything for the everything. If I fuck with you, get a different rate. Got me fucked up, got me typoed. If you're thinking this shit glucose, winning in it ain't too close. I be flying out to a new coast, and I'm acting like it ain't a big deal. Really, cause it ain't a big deal. 4 freaks, I'm a 5th fifth wheel. I was born winning, I'm the shit still. It ain't no thing to do my thing, it's what I did the best. I copped that crib and bought 2 chains and then I hid the rest. And it's okay to do your thing, but just don't do the most. I put my friends in that old Benz and took that to the coast. It ain't no thing to do my thing, it's what I do the best. I fill my mattress, pay my taxes, then I blew the rest. And it's okay to do your thing, but just don't do the least. I quit my boss and cooked that sauce and fed that to the streets.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope show to vibe to. Welcome to Paradigm Shift TV 314. It is your brother, DMG the Poet, aka the infamous DMG, aka Brother Pianki. And I'm back in the building. Y'all know what it is. And of course, this thing been postponed for a good little minute, mostly due to my inability to get this thing off the ground. Had some personal situations that I had to tend to. For those who know, you know. For those who don't, it ain't your business. But that being said, I am here and we got some business to get down to. And we're going to get down to it. But before we do, we got some other announcements to make. Shout out to my man, the Fit Barber. Got to reach out to my main man, James Cassell, because we are going to have to postpone that debate on the 22nd. The brother has some things that he got to deal with in terms of the family, but he has every intent on rescheduling that for sometime in January. Other than that, we do have another big debate coming up on January 18th. As I call him, the infamous Vocab Malone will be returning to the platform. And he and our brother, the Anonymous Hebrew, will be locking horns for a powerful, powerful debate. And the question is, which is better, the church or Israel? So y'all make sure y'all tune in for that on January 18th. Also, this Tuesday, 7:15 p.m., the one and only, the most honorable Elder Yara will be joining us for Takeover Tuesday, and along for the ride will be the very man who is taking on Vocab Malone, the Anonymous Hebrew. So y'all be here for that this Tuesday. So just wanted to get those announcements out of the way. We also have coming up after this show, Episode 3 of Cooking with the Pan. The champ continues to put out the best late night talk show on YouTube. Shout out to the champ, the undisputed, undefeated, distinguished Versus Series world champion Pandemus in the building. Got to drop a bomb for that brother and all the good work he doing, entertaining the fans of Paradigm Shift TV. Shout out to everybody that's putting in work in the shift. For those who don't know, I call it the best back chat group out there. That's the shift, representing Paradigm Shift TV 314. Shout out to the Queen Sage. Shout out to my man Bosco. Shout out to my man GT. Shout out to Tiffany. Shout out to Mama B. Shout out to my man Classic Craig. Shout out to my man Michael Everett, Dr. Too Sweet, Masha Allah. Everybody that make the chat what it is. Shout out to everybody that represent the shift. Appreciate y'all keeping things going. That being said, family, y'all know we got some business at hand. The social media title, for those who don't know, obviously we know who the world champion is. He settled that when he ran through everybody in front of him a few months ago. Despite the drama that people tried to put in our way, we got that thing done and the champ emerged. He said he was going to be champ and he walked out with the gold. Now, here we are months later, after some controversy with how the social media title was won the first time around. We got to run this thing back and do it correctly. And how we going to do it is we going to have 4 people, 4, get in the ring and decide what's what. We're going to do it the same way we did the original Versus Series tournament. We're going to have them do face-offs to determine what the subject matter is going to be for their debates. Once that's decided in the face-off, we're going to schedule the debates. Once we schedule the debate, obviously we'll have the debate. We will get back to you with the winner within a day or two, and they will move on in the tournament. Now, who are those people is the question. And I think this has the potential to be our most exciting situation yet. Again, it's all about who those contestants are, what those matchups are, how everything is going to pan out. I think we got a powerful crop, possibly more exciting than the original tournament for the world title. Now, what makes the social media title relevant? The social media title is basically for those who follow wrestling. So if you follow WWE, you're familiar with the Intercontinental title. Or if you follow the old school WCW or even current WWE, you're familiar with the US title. And that's kind of the stepping stone to the world title. If you can handle being the Intercontinental title champion or the US champion, and you can maintain your momentum and your popularity holding those belts, then there's no doubt you can do so as the world champion. Those are what they call the workhorse titles because they liable to be defended every week, whereas the world title is more exclusive to the bigger events. Well, it's going to be the same way with the social media title. I may have a Facebook exclusive show. I may do a show just on Instagram. I may do a show on X if I decide to go that lane. Wherever I'm at, wherever the Craigs are, shout out to my man Rocky in the building. If Rocky say, hey, I want to host a show, Pandemus may say, hey, Cooking with the Pan is going to expand its horizons. I want to host a debate. The social media title may pop up being defended on those shows. Somebody who on another platform may decide, as my man Pan say, step up to the plate and get ranked. And they want to cross over here and challenge the social media champion. See, they can't just pop up and challenge Pan for the world title. You know, you got to go, you got to get in the trenches and qualify for some things to do that. But you may be able to come over here and say, I want a piece of the social media title champion. And he may say, let's go. Or she may say, let's go. And we'll let them have at thee, so to speak. So to me, the social media title is very important. And we're going to be getting this thing settled as this tournament begins to unfold. it's been kind of a arduous process. It's kind of been a tedious process, and we, we've been trying to sort this thing out for a minute, but I think we done narrowed it down to 4 good contenders, and at this point, it's just time to reveal who they are. Shout out to Tiger Hunter. Shout out to the whole effing show. He say, let's crank it up. I'm waiting on you to get in here, my G. But I'm gonna drop the link in the chat and see who else wanna come in and give they input on this thing. So link is in the chat. Let's get some people in here and see if they got anybody who they think should be in the tournament or what their ideas are for what we're going to be doing moving forward, because I'm trying to make a debate league that's the equivalent of the UFC of these YouTube spaces. So y'all can call me Dana White. I got the ball here. So let's see if we can get that popping. But y'all jump in, give me some feedback, and we're going to keep rolling until it's time to reveal our 4 contestants for this prestigious 4-man, 4-individual tournament. Champ, I know you out there. Hit the link. I got to hear from the world champion. Hit the link. In the meantime, if I could play a little something to get y'all, keep y'all enthralled, and I'm gonna take care of something, and I'll be right back in the fall. But hit the link. All right, family. Sorry for the awkward silence. Had to take a quick call. We only human. So, but got a situation that got to be tended to as soon as the show over with. We got Ratchet, the Ratchet one, in the building, and hey man, the people want to know who in this thing, man.
Right. This is good. I ain't gonna lie, it's good. But we ain't gonna quite do it yet. Quite do it yet. But we're gonna let it prolong a little bit. I know y'all anxious. And peace to you, DLG, man. Nice to see you back on the scene, brother. You probably did this show like 5 days ago. But it's all good.
Look. After what I done dealt with the last week, and like I said, for those who know, you know. Hey,
you know. Yeah,
I'm gonna drop a bomb for myself still being here. You hear me? So that being said,
you know names, bro. Your name is your name, brother.
My name is my name. You hear me? And hey, so what you think about Vocab Malone versus the Anonymous Hebrew, bro?
Ooh, man. What's the title of the debate again?
Which is better, the church or Israelites?
Oh, man. You know that's a great title, but I don't understand the Israelites, bro. I don't understand the Israelites. So vocab. And I love me, but not as Hebrew. He like one of my favorite debaters. I think he could kill him, but just the subject. I'm going with vocab along on the subject, but this anonymous Hebrew, bro. So anything he can make me a believer, bro. I ain't gonna lie. None of them one of my favorite debaters. He like top 2.
Okay.
He like top 2.
Listen.
That's about over there in Solar Vision. He was, but fault. Let me put it in this category. In Solar Vision, he was my top 2. So you know what I'm saying. You number 2. So yeah.
Oh man. Hey, listen. All I gotta say is, I'm not gonna say but I think the anonymous Hebrew might be vocab toughest opponent yet.
Oh man.
I'm gonna put that out there.
Yeah. That's tough.
Because I don't think
he slept off. Yeah.
He slept on, and this ain't a camper. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the typical.
Okay.
Yeah. This ain't the typical rhetoric that vocab would normally be going against. This ain't the normal fight that he would be fighting. This a little something. This a little different. And so they not for a point.
Yeah, this is a little different. Yeah, it's a little different. Anonymous is a little different, and he used science and all that. He used science, and I still think, of course, he put biblical first, right? The theologic first, but so do vocab law. Now it's gonna be a theological debate based off evidence, right? So it might be. This is gonna be a good one. And I agree with you. Vocab used to the campers mostly. He might make their mistake.
Yeah, and I think he used to a little bit of hostility, and I don't think he gonna find that with anonymous either. I think it's just gonna be straight business. Shout out to my man Paul in the building. I think this is gonna be straight business. Yeah, shout out to Paul. Let me drop a bomb for my bro. That's my guy right here. But I think it's gonna be straight business. I think it's gonna be straight scholarship, intellect, etc. And I think regardless of whether or not that's the norm, I think that may throw vocab off a little bit, because I think he's so used to it being a hostile environment when it comes to these type of conversations with this particular person.
Ooh, I like when you go with that, DLG. I can't deny. I like when you go with this. I'm going based on the title. I'm going with vocab, but this might be a little different from him. He used to a certain type of way. So we gonna see what's up with vocab, man. We gotta see what's up with him. It's something different from him. And Anonymous getting back on the scene. He disappeared for a while, but I see he still got that passion that I know for the Anonymous, man. That I love over here.
Yeah, he still got that fire, man. I'm just salute to the brother for being willing to come over here and do his thing. You hear me? So, but now I gotta ask you another question, man. What you think of the most honorable Elder Yara and the Anonymous Hebrew coming over here for a Takeover Tuesday.
Oh man. I would enjoy. I want to see what direction they headed, man, because you know, I got me personally. I got into with a lot of Hebrew war machine. What over there? The Yahweh war machines. I got into with a lot of persons. I love me some Anonymous Hebrew. But a lot of them was they were going too camp. You got a lot of camp people in the Yahweh, but he went a different direction right now. So I'm trying to peek out his direction he going. He over here in the paradigm. He over here in the shift now. So we gonna shift his mind. We gonna see what he about. The Yahweh. Come over here in the shift, brother. These one of the real debates gonna happen in.
Hey, listen, I think Elder Yara and Anonymous Hebrew is about to surprise a lot of people with their stance and with their information. And I think some of the brothers and the sisters who engage on Elder Yara platform, I think if they begin to start stepping across the line over to paradigm shift, I think our people might have a little bit of a problem, Ratchet. I don't know. What you think?
Man, they should have a problem. They should have a problem. Because we're going to make this one big unit. Because all of the best go debate over here at the shift. And when I say they go debate is whatever you believe, you get in the ring, whatever that person believes. We don't want to do none of the politics, the slandering, none of that. Get that ring, brother, sister. Get that ring and get right. Get right. Or go out to the social media tournament champ who we gonna have later on. He might want to work you. So this is working out very good over here on Paradigm Shift. We gotta play it. We gotta play it over here.
No doubt. And yeah, man, I think what they used to say on the A team, I love it when a plan comes together. I think the plan is coming together, man. And so, like I said, I want this to be the UFC of debate leagues in terms of these YouTube spaces. And so I think we off to a good start, man. And I think we got our champ representing. Shout out to Pandemus. I don't think it could have worked out better for us. I think that he is the epitome of what a champ and somebody who you want to represent your platform, your brand, your league, etc. I think he the epitome of what that should be. He definitely on board with what we trying to do. And I think between the people who in this tournament, I think we got the same sentiment. And so I think we can come out of this thing with two titles being represented by some really good, loyal individuals. So I think we on the right path, man.
Man, I want to know what Classic is in, bro. He supposed to be jumping over here. I don't want to announce who's gonna be in the tournament until he jump over here.
Man, Classic is having his people take pictures of him. He must be dressed real fly.
Yeah.
Apparently he looking like $1 million. He getting pictures taken of him and all of that type of stuff, man. He might be a wild man.
He watching Tiny Till Christmas with the Scrooge, and he getting guilt tripped into doing the family stuff. Because Tiny Till is diabolical, bro.
Yeah.
That's how you get a person to be tripped. Yeah, he diabolical. Ain't no big
Exactly.
Tiny Tim.
Yeah, ain't no, Tiny Tim ain't no that's like some that's like cheating. You know what I'm saying? That's like
That's
cheating.
cheating. Yeah, that's cheating. Yeah, that's cheating. Tiny Tim cheating at this point. So this person show you Tiny Tim, and you gonna get in the Christmas spirit. You gonna be like, man, Christmas is full of joy and presents and gifts, and cause all he was a piece of bread.
Yeah.
Come on, man. He wanted his family to come together, and he wanted Scrooge to like him. You know, and he did his job.
Yeah, that's cheating. But I think I think he didn't got hoodwinked and bamboozled into not coming on the show, man. I think we may not see or hear from Classic till like Wednesday or so, man.
Oh my, oh my. R.I.P.
Family got them taking pictures and doing. Yeah, they got them taking pictures and doing selfies and whatnot. Yeah, we might not hear from that brother for a minute, man. So it's up to you.
Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat, man. We got a few people over here.
Hey, we got TKO
shout out to y'all. Put that like
in the building.
Yeah, Takar, let's get it. Oh shit, Takar, hit that link, bro. Hit that link.
TKO in the building.
Somebody go get a couple of more people, man. DOG, can you put out to the people we chose? Can you send a link to jump on to them?
Send a link to them. Send a link to them personally.
Yeah, personally, yeah.
Okay.
They might have the time. They might not. Yeah.
I got you.
So yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
But TKO, get your tail on here. Get your tail on here. I love some TKO.
This dude come on all background noise.
Paul, if you want to get on here, Paul, you have some time to get on here too, man. We value your opinion, bro, over here when it comes. You know what I'm saying? You do this, man. You been in the trenches with us, bro. Over here in Paradise here.
What it do, Pano? What it do, Chiefs?
Oh shit.
Yes, sir.
Why you got so much background noise, man?
Well, because I live in the hood. I'm like you gentlemen who live in nice, non-black populated neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with background noise, brother. I don't know where you was going with that or how you tried to correlate that, but that ain't got nothing to do with background noise.
All right, DMD. Look where I'm at, brother. Look at my environment. You see this? You see that? You see the niggas over there on the side right there? You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. I'm out here.
Hey, I thought you said you was dressed fly.
I am dressed fly, brother. I dress fly than a motherfucker every day.
Say again?
I'm dressed fly than a motherfucker every day, 365 days.
You must really love that outfit too, because it's the picture on your profile as well.
Nah, I ran out of pictures and stuff like that, so I used this one as an
I don't believe that. I feel like you got a new outfit and it's your new favorite joint, and now you just hey, but it's cool. I ain't mad at that, man.
Listen,
don't let that nigga work you, Classic. Don't let him work you, bro. He's trying to work you.
Listen, brother, this is what I'm gonna have to tell you right here, right? This is what I'm gonna have to tell you. I haven't brought out the Ralph Lauren yet, the limited edition of it. Yeah, that's my favorite. Well, you'll see that quite soon, bro. But let's get down to business with the.
Hey, Craig, how old are you? Didn't you just have a birthday? How old are you, bro?
Oh man, young man, I'm 31. God damn, why'd you remind me?
shout out to you, man. Happy belated birthday. The classic crib. You gotta drop a bomb for this brother. You know what I mean? 31 years of age. Looking like he's still going through puberty, not a lick of facial hair. I think he had like a little something on his chin, maybe a mustache, but other than that,
little goatee. You know,
but shout out, I ain't seen not now goatee. I saw some hair on your chin and a mustache. That is not a goatee.
All right, bro. I'm gonna go to the restore.
You got 2 strings on your chin.
Right. Hey, a couple of hairs on your chin and a mustache does not make a goatee, young brother. So, you'll get there one day. You'll get there one day. Shout out to you. Right? Happy belated birthday, man.
I appreciate it. Check this out. I'm gonna go to restore.
He a hair bite, man. He a hair bite.
Hold on, right quick.
You a freaking hair bite, Cam. You a freaking hair bite, girl. You ain't gonna hair on your face, bro. You the Hebrew.
Check this out. I'm gonna go to restore. Right? And I'm gonna tell them to give me a beard and shit, and how Deion Sanders started becoming being bald. I'm going over make fun of me no more. So yeah. I got that all covered. You know what I'm saying? But now let's get down to the business, man.
Let me get down to the business. All right.
Yeah.
Since nobody want to jump in.
Yeah.
The real us right now. Now. Who go make the announcement, man? Who go make the announcement? Or who gonna be in the tournament?
Well, since y'all haven't heard from me in a while, I guess I can do it. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to tell everybody, like, honestly, you know, like, for Paradigm Shift, I would like to apologize. We had a lot of delays, but we're getting back on track, even on my end. So we getting there, we pushing forward.
We got somebody that just hit the panel though. We got somebody that just hit the panel before we make the announcement.
Yeah. It's let's go ahead and bring them up. Just the man I wanted to see. Like Ike, it's Mike. What are you doing, Michael Everett?
What's going on, fellas?
Nothing really. Glad you can join us here on this panel.
Oh, man. Mike is on the scene. Yeah. That's my homie.
Yeah.
That's my homie.
Yeah.
Who else on the scene? Who else came on the scene?
You know who that is, man. That's the one and only Mr. Showtime
himself. TKO, man. TKO, man. That's TKO, man. Oh, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know my TKO.
Hey, let's take Sage comment down. This shit pisses me off. Yeah, let's take that motherfucker comment down.
Yeah, I only wish I could make it bigger.
All right, bro. I remember this, bro. But anyway, since we got, first of all, before I make the announcement, like, what's good, Takari?
What up?
Yeah, man. We pretty much getting down to the business of the social media tournament, man. It's our 4-man tournament. It's short, sweet, simple, but super effective at the end of the day for the one who would take the social media championship title, only powered by the one and only Paradigm Shift. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta tell you this, man. This is gonna be a really, really grueling short little tournament. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, right? I'm finna announce who is all in the social media tournament. We did have quite a lot of worthy candidates, but we pretty much in a lot of ways had to narrow it down, right? Now, everyone knows that Paradigm Shift had a successful tournament with the one and only Pan Demus himself becoming a champion, right? It was grueling, it was breathtaking, it was a lot of trials, but Pan triumphed over the adversity, over the challenges, and over all of the BS and propaganda that was thrown his way. So congratulations to the true champ of the first Paradigm Shift tournament, the one and only Pan Demus, the true champ. And we got the one and only
Pan Demus.
Yeah. But
man, we got Gabriel in the house. Hold on, man. We got Gabriel in the house.
Hold on. No. We can't call him that. We got my brother, my friend.
Okay.
The mighty king of Kung Fu himself and petty remarks, the one and only indomitable black man, G-Man Gabriel. What it do, homie?
Kicking it, y'all. How y'all doing?
Yeah. What it do? What it do,
What's up,
man?
bro?
Yeah, we all here been announce the social media inquiries, man, who gonna be in this debate, this 4-man tournament. And we glad you joined us on here, brother. I don't know if you gonna be in this motherfucker because only Classy know the truth right now.
Yeah, only I know the truth, you know.
Oh,
But, you know, it took
right
a lot
there.
of preparation. It took a lot of preparation. It took a lot of matchmaking because everybody knows I'm the matchmaker when it comes down to these things. So, and, you know, in a lot of ways, I pretty much had to make the decision to have these 4 contestants. Now, these 4 individuals are very special, and they are some of my favorites when it comes down to debating because I like their style. Even though one's kind of a newbie in it, but I've watched how he pretty much articulate with his conversation, right? And when he converses, shout out to Sage for that one, because I usually say conversate. But when he converses with other individuals, he basically, in a lot of ways, can pretty much put them on their ass the conversation, show them they don't know what they're talking about, and solidify his point easily. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the 4 contestants are this. Number 1, the veteran and one of the most wildest debaters in the previous tournament, the one and only, my homie, your homie, like him or love him, but we all know you can't live without him. The one and only TKO, Takari Dawson, will be in the social media tournament.
Damn right! Damn right! Let's get it! Let's get it! Let's get it! TKO in this, let's get it!
Are you not entertained?
Yeah. What you think, Takari?
When the tournament gonna start?
We gonna get to that, brother. He already
Yeah,
ready.
we gonna
Goddamn.
we gonna
Yeah.
we gonna
He
get
already
this.
ready.
We gonna go and get this. Yeah, we gonna go catch some bodies and stuff. Yeah, we gonna
Here's
go
some
catch some
body.
bodies.
He
Yeah,
say he gonna go and catch some bodies. Oh my God.
Okay, but yeah, hey, but Takari, hey, real shit, bro. You gotta accept your prize, bro. I don't want you to do this charity shit like we did, like all the other time. You gotta accept your prize, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's if you win. Now, right? Number 2. Now, like I said, this individual is new to the debate scenes, right? I wouldn't say he's pretty much a rookie, but the man himself can pretty much stand his own with some of the best, right? I've watched him. He's very, very, very adaptable, and he's very cunning with his conversation. So I got to give it to the one and only man himself. He has the indomitable will, and he's capable in a lot of ways turning things in his favor. The one and only, like Ike, Michael Everett is number 2 in the social tournament.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Mike, come on, bro. That's Mike, bro. That's Mike.
Yeah.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
That boy be fighting like Mike Tyson, boy.
But hey, that's Mike, bro. Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, we good already. We got Takari and Mike in the jet already. Oh man.
Yeah. So, what you think, Mike? What's on your mind, brother?
Hey man, you know, I appreciate the opportunity, man. I can't wait to get this thing started. So, you know what I'm saying? What I got to do to have a conversation with Pan around here?
You gotta win this tournament, man.
Hey, don't look past the social media title, man. Don't look
You gotta get past the tournament, bro.
Yeah, you gotta get past this.
I
Man.
want to kill everything in sight, bro. You gotta kill everything in sight, bro.
You gotta kill everything in sight, you know. But man, we gonna get with the Pan thing, bro. We gonna get with the Pan. Now. For number 3, right? Now, the third individual is quite. How can I put it? The third individual is quite mysterious in how they pretty much do what they do. They're very surgical, very tactical, strategic. We'll talk shit. We'll drag your shit in the mud. We'll pretty much in a lot of ways emasculate you. will make you feel lesser than a man, will make you feel like you are incapable of having a pure conversation. This individual is very ferocious. Her teeth are like sharp titanium laced with iron and poisonous chemicals. One bite, it's over. Now she thinks she's too sweet, but really she's nothing too nice. So I have to say the great good doctor herself, Dr. Too Sweet, is number 3 in the social media column.
Oh, where she at? Where she at? She gotta be out here. She been? Hey, where she at?
She probably high on that Cali, bro. You know.
That's Cali.
I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake. How you want to?
Yeah. Knowing her. But yeah, Dr. Too Sweet is a hell of a mix. Watching her debate, I had to pretty much, Ratchet and me had to pretty much in a lot of ways get her to come through. Like, she is very controversial. A lot of people are afraid to debate her because she is a woman. I do not know why, but because of her being her, right? I mean, a lot of people complain to us about Dr. Too Sweet, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, putting her in the tournament, having her in is a pleasure, is an honor, and I do love watching the good doc do what she do. You know what I'm saying? Even though she get on my nerves, she's still cool people. Go. So she is number 3.
Yeah, she very surgical with this bitch. She very surgical with this bitch.
Very surgical. Very surgical.
You know, I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake. How you want to?
Yeah, so shout out to the great.
That's Dr. Too Sweet right there.
Yeah, shout out to the great Dr. Too Sweet. Oh, last but not least. Yo, this guy here is a legend. He was slept on multiple times. He was cheated on. He was pretty much belittled, but he did not let it bring him down. This man right here, I don't know. I think he speaks about 3 languages. The man is very, very, very talented. He does the song, he dance. You know what I'm saying? The brother's a teacher. Not only is he a strong Christian at that, he can pretty much solidify and defend his point and make you feel like you don't know what the hell you're talking about. The man is very educated. He takes academia extremely seriously. He knows Kung Fu. Yes, he knows Kung Fu. Not crackhead Kung Fu, but real Kung Fu. So, I got to
you don't know redneck Kung Fu?
No. He knows real Kung Fu. Real Kung Fu. Like, the dude does Kung Fu. Even speak the language a little bit. Motherfucker scares me. He gives Jackie Chan and Bushido Brown and Afro Thunder a run for their money. I gotta give it to the one and only indomitable black man, the G of G's himself.
Black man.
The man that's named after one of the mightiest angels in heaven, Gabriel. Gabriel.
I'm running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Man.
Gabriel,
Best compliment I got all week.
Gabriel, what you got to say though about this social media tournament, man? Your entry in here, man. Cause we want you a part of this.
I mean, I'm down or whatever to share and spread some information. That's what I do. I love educating, so I'm here for it.
Yeah, you was our final pick though. We had a lot of people for number 4. But we all decided you, brother. So you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. Thank you for keeping me in mind.
Yeah. We knew you gonna make it interesting.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna try.
Because really, to be honest with you, we kind of like keeping it balanced here at Paradigm Shift TV 314, powered by the Whole Effing Show and by Craig and Craig Law Firm. So check it out, right? Like, if you look at it, Takari and Gabriel are both veterans in the debate game, right? Now, Michael Everett and Dr. Too Sweet are both newbies to the mix, right? But they're still capable competition with these two. You know what I mean? So it's a matchup on matchups at the end of the day. The old guard versus the usurpers at the end of the day. I just have to say this though, man. I cannot wait to see this go down.
Hey, look at that flyer, y'all. Pay attention to that flyer. Y'all see that flyer? That is the social media tournament 4 right there. So pay attention to that thumbnail right there. Yep. That's it right there.
Heck yeah. And it's all the individual logos are right there. So, you know what I'm saying? So, man, hey, I cannot wait for this tournament to take flight. I really do not. The matchups, I don't really have those yet. We're gonna come up with them pretty quickly. We might do another show for that. But I just have to say, man, this
The
is gonna be a
matchup?
whirlwind of fun.
We can do the matchup.
You said
Well,
what?
we can do the matchup. We already know the matchup.
You got the matchups, Ratchet? Go ahead, tell us the matchups, Ratchet.
The matchups right now
Oh yeah.
is Takori versus Gabriel, the Anonymous Black Man.
Oh man.
And the other matchup is Dr. Too Sweet versus Micah Everett. First
Uh-oh.
round. These are first round. We hold it back
Man.
on touches on this social media.
Right.
What you think about that deal, G? What you think about that?
Hey, I think these is two awesome matchups. I think the fact that Gabriel and Takari are going at it, we got two Bible believers coming from two vastly different perspectives. We got two non-believers in Dr. Too Sweet and Michael Everett, who have similar perspectives but are different enough where their contrasting views are going to make for a hell of a debate. So this is going to be two excellent matchups culminating in a non-believer versus a believer in the final. You can't be
believe in the final. Yeah.
All I got to say to the spectators and to the onlookers is this.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Okay. Now we gotta get to the debaters. Michael Everett, what do you think about Dr. Too Sweet as your first round opponent?
Hey, I think that's going to be a great matchup right there. I mean, I'm trying to think about what can I even debate her about. Like, you know, what I'm saying she's good on a lot of topics.
It's the glasses. The glasses make her a principal in a lot of ways. Well, yeah, she is good on a lot of topics, Mike. But you know what I'm saying? It's all you on your show, bro.
Yeah. We want boo, nigga, boo, nigga. Hey, bro. You know, you gotta kill everything in front of you, Micah. That's my problem. Is Micah able to kill everything in front of him?
Are you able to accept the mission, brother?
You really the dog horse. You really the dog horse that we cheered for in a way.
Yeah, we are.
I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, we rooting for you, brother. We rooting.
I ain't gonna lie. Mike sound a little nervous though. You sound a little nervous, bro.
Yeah, no, not at all. I said it's gonna be a good one. You know what I'm saying? She definitely on her game, so I'm gonna have fun with it. It's gonna be a good challenge.
Cause she killed everything in front of her. Got Too Sweet killing everything in front of her.
Yeah, and Ratchet and me is tired of hearing people complain about Too Sweet anyway. So, you know, like it is, yeah, she killing everything in front of her. You know what I'm saying? So, I just gotta say this though. We getting down to the mix. Yo, Takari, what you feel about your first opponent, the one and only Indomitable Black Man, aka G-Man Gabriel? What you feel, brother?
Yeah, I don't know too much about my opponent, you know. But y'all said that he had y'all say he a veteran?
Yeah, he was in the Source Debate League. He debated Judah Nash himself.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be looking forward to this debate. Can't wait to find out what topic we're gonna be debating.
And don't worry.
Hey, let me ask something because I kind of wanna try to see if we could sort of list something out just real quick, not too deep. My brother Gabriel, how do you feel about the teachings of Paul as far as the Bible is concerned?
In what regard? Like just what he was saying, like
are Paul's teachings crucial to being a Bible believer?
Are they crucial to being a Bible believer or crucial to being a Christian?
Well, yeah, I guess that's a better question.
Yeah, they're very crucial to being a Christian. They're some of the most fundamental aspects of Christianity as we know it. And it gives us a basic theology for who the Godhead is. So, yeah.
Okay. And Takari, if I may, what's your stance on the teachings of Paul?
My stance on the teaching of Paul is I'm not a Paulist. I'm not a Paulist. I mean, there is some things in his letters that are righteous, but just some other things that are, kind of questionable. I'm still at the waters with Paul. You know what I'm saying? I'm still at the waters with his letter. Because once he commissioned Tertius to lie to the people in Romans chapter 3, I was like, well, God's word is not founded out for lie. You know what I'm saying? Because his word ain't founded out for lie. So I kind of find it suspicious that he would commission Tertius to even say that, because Tertius was Paul's assistant. So since Tertius was Paul's assistant, and Tertius saying my lie got people to the truth, that means that Paul was held accountable for this man saying that. So
Oh wow. Okay. I just just kind of wanted to get a feel for where y'all was at on that particular topic. Not saying that that's what y'all got to debate. I think Ratchet and Craig is gonna schedule some face-offs to come down to an agreement on what the debate topics will be. But I just thought that we'd get down to the nitty-gritty.
We got to have the face-offs live, not behind the scenes, but live. So if y'all weak out,
I got to shout out real quick, Ratchet. I got to shout out my brother. Me and Ratchet was talking about it earlier, January 18th. Shout out to my man, the Anonymous Hebrew in the building.
Yeah, he about to take his favorite debate of Solar Vision. So yeah. Shout out to Anonymous Hebrew. I'm glad to meet you again, brother. You over here on the shift, and I'm glad to meet up with you again. Maybe I can have a one-on-one talks with you, brother.
Y'all make sure y'all here this Tuesday. Anonymous Hebrew and Elder Yara, the most honorable Elder Yara, will be here for Takeover Tuesday, this Tuesday, 7 p.m. Make sure y'all here for it.
You see Takari come in? He said he ain't none over here. Anonymous Hebrew over here, man. I call him ain't none. So you know what I'm saying. That's why I know him, man. So, man, yeah, he want him over here. Anonymous Hebrew, you welcome over here, bro. We love us Anonymous Hebrew over here. We were having a discussion, me and DMG earlier. DMG kind of convinced me that you could take vocab law. He convinced me. I was like, vocab might be too much for you.
Nah, I think he gonna be vocab toughest opponent, man.
Convinced me. Yeah, he's toughest opponent. Yeah, you convinced me. Like I didn't look at it that way. So shout out to you, DLG. You kind of, I'm a church person, bro. First, you know what I'm saying, over Israel. So you know how that is.
No doubt. Yeah, I think my man vocab gonna have his hands full with this one, man. This ain't the typical Hebrew situation for him. You know what I mean? So I just think this is gonna be different. This ain't a Nuwabian like y'all boy Kansu. This ain't an atheist. This ain't whatever my man Chris Harris is. I don't know what his thing is, but this ain't none of that. This is a Hebrew who looking at the Bible in a very similar way to him with some nuances in there that I think may throw vocab for a loop. That's just me. But it's gonna be interesting.
I'm rolling with that. But he's my second favorite debater. Behind Chris EVP Harris over there at Solar Vision. In the Solar Vision days, right? But this is shift right now. We're gonna rewrite all the wrongs. So yeah.
Real quick, y'all know. And my brother say, all I can say is I'm extremely excited to have this debate, bro. I'm excited to have y'all have it over here. So we looking forward to that. But we got my man Inyame Ubuntu in the building. And y'all know whenever my man pop up, I gotta pay tribute. I gotta pay tribute to my brother real quick. Let me hit this button.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you coming in. Anytime you come in, you know you're welcome. Shout out to you.
Hey man, I'm
glad we got you need to bring some of that traffic over here, bro. We need that traffic, bro. So that's what I want the young man, so we can have them good conversations over here, bro.
Hey, Ratchet, you forget our slogan, right? Craig and Craig Law Firm LLC. Don't call us, we'll call you, and we calling you Inyame.
Yeah, we calling you. For sure. Don't call us, we call you.
Yeah.
Great.
Hey, and since Mighty Hebrew coming over here, I can get my long
y'all doing that Solar Vision. Y'all doing that Solar Vision stuff, bro. But I'm just saying, it's a new day, bro. It's the shift. Come over here to the shift, man. We're going to get that traffic over here, man.
We got Anonymous Hebrew in the building. What's up, bro?
Hey, peace and blessings to y'all. Y'all can hear me?
Oh man, the real Anonymous Hebrew. Hey, bro, can I get your autograph? I mean, Reggie Craig wants your autograph. I've been following you since Solomon debate days, bro. You know what I'm saying? You was his favorite Hebrew.
Peace to the brother Ratchet Craig, man. Even though he'd be my partner, and then with Chris, I probably say Chris. You know what I'm saying?
Like that.
Shout out Solar Vision panel shows, man. That we read at the book over there. You know you my second favorite debater, bro. I thought you could be number one. It never got down to it. It never was hard to.
Yo, cause your boy ran when we was supposed to, you know what I'm saying? We was supposed to mix it up for the playoffs. Yo, we was on the same panel. He ran. You gotta call it what it is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He did. He had a lot going on with him, bro. All right.
Yeah, that sounds like some excuses, brother. We don't run from smoke, brother. We smoke jumpers around here, bro. We jump in, put the fire out. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, you know. But anyway, man, thank you. I'm gonna let the other people talk to you, man. I just, Anonymous, I fuck with you, man. So
you my guy, bro. All jokes aside, like you always kept it straight, you always kept it a buck. I appreciate that. I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate everything. So we good. Just real quick, before I answer any questions, shout out to the brother DMG, man. This is amazing, brother, man. I think we're in the process of building a really solid brotherhood. I definitely appreciate the look. Shout out to the brother Vocab Malone. I think we're gonna have a great debate. But please don't get it twisted. Just that one, right? If you really need to understand what the issue is going to be, the problem is we're going to really start to clear up our interpretations of the Bible at this point, right? And that goes for Christian, Methodist, Israelite, it don't matter, right? There's a reason that we don't have no real light in the world, and that's because we're not handling this book right as a group. Like, we see individuals that have a proper understanding, but as a group, we're not doing this right. So this will be that first step. I look forward to that, and I'm coming swinging. This ain't, I've been able to get better now.
Oh, shit. That's the anonymous Hebrew.
Man, my word.
You should have dropped the bomb on that one, DMG.
I did.
He did. He did. You know,
Man.
so and no disrespect to what anybody else did, but this ain't that and that ain't this.
You say this ain't that and that ain't this. Hey, vocab,
Yes, sir.
man. You might vocab. I hope you lifting your weights, man. I hope you doing your sit-ups. You know what I mean? You got a good spotter in the gym. You're putting some extra weight on the barbells, man, because this gonna be one, man, where you're gonna have to work out a little extra hard for this one, I think, man. I don't know. We got
Hebrew. Hey, bro, Dr. Hebrew is fabulous to me as a debater, bro.
Oh, praise.
I'm being serious. I like some vocab. Vocab been destroying people, but Anonymous is slept on. I told you that earlier. He slept on as a debater.
Hey, real quick.
I told you that earlier, DLG.
Everybody see the flyer. This is going on the community page. We're going to be giving y'all more information as we get these face-offs scheduled. For those who don't know, the face-off is where the participants determine what the subject of their respective debate will be. So Takari and Gabriel will be deciding what they will be debating. Just because they both Bible believers don't mean they're going to have a biblical-based debate. They may decide to go another direction. Just because Michael Leverett and Dr. Too Sweet are non-believers don't mean that they're going to have something based around that. They may go into something in the Bible. So my point being, they're going to get together. They're going to have a face-off live right here on Paradigm Shift TV 314. They're going to sort the thing out live in front of y'all. And before the show is over with, they will have a subject picked out. Y'all know what the Versus Series rules entail. We'll get into all of that before this thing actually kick off. So I'm going to let this screen go, but that will be on the community page shortly. That being said, we got the one and only Inyame, but y'all know before he say something, I got to hit this button one more time.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
What's up, my bro?
Peace and power to you, brothers. I don't know if it's a sister on the panel, but peace and power to everybody. What's good? What's good?
You got it, bro. You got it, man. What's going on with you?
Everything's good. I'm just glad to see brothers talking. We need to get back to the information. It's just too much slander going on. Back to debating the information. That's where it's at.
That's facts.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
facts.
sir. Yes, sir. That's what we about.
I mean, I agree with you, but you know what happened though? People get beat up and then they gotta run to their channel and cry about it.
Oh man, who said that?
You know who said that, Craig. You know who said that.
Oh man.
Real quick, family, Ratchet and Classic. I need y'all to hold it down. You know, I got that call earlier. I got to go take care of something for the mother-in-law. Hold it down for me. Everybody that jumped on the panel, I appreciate it. Everybody that's watching, much love and respect. Again, Takeover Tuesday with the most honorable Elder Yara and this brother, the Anonymous Hebrew. This Tuesday, y'all be there. January 18th, Vocab Malone versus the Anonymous Hebrew. You're going to have some flyers, more information closer to it. And we got the social media title tournament coming up. There will be a social media champion crown. In the meantime, y'all know what it is. I'm your brother DMG. I'm going to let these brothers keep going. I got to go take care of some business. Appreciate everybody. Salute.
Salute.
Peace out. Peace out. Hey, Nyame, continue, brother. Continue. Where you going with this? I'm trying to see where you going with this.
No, I'm just going. We need to get back to the information. I've never seen so many men talk about other men's personal lives in my
Man.
life. In my life, I don't know what's going on. And you know, it's not just this community. I'm seeing it. You know, in just basic society now. You cut on a brother's podcast and they talk about who's sleeping with who. You know, we didn't do that when I was coming up. I mean, I know we got a lot of things to clean up in the black communities, but there's just too much gossip, too much slander. It's just looking bad out there, looking real bad.
And that's why we try to do this over here. We make this information based. You know what I'm saying? We know some of the nuances of slander gonna get into this, right?
Yeah,
but we try to make them the main focus. And I really don't care about what a person do in their personal life like that. I'm not trying to be accountable for the next person when I got something to deal with on my end, right? With my
Exactly,
family.
right.
Yeah. So we just try to do what we try to do over here, man. And thank you, Nyame, man. And okay, you got the dog side. You to Corey trying to slick call you out, bro.
I see that. No, he been barking. You know, like how the little Chihuahua bark up the little big dog.
Oh
the big dog walking around, and the Chihuahua running around and barking. He been barking for a long time. So we gonna have to, me and Takari, we gonna have to square off.
Yeah, we gonna do it after the tournament, right? Takari gonna have that work still. He in this tournament. And cheer for our brother Takori. I think he one of the best debaters it is, right? From his perspective. So
yeah, he's got good energy.
He owns his perspective. So,
but I heard that Anonymous Hebrew and Yara, they got a takeover Tuesday. I was wondering when I get my takeover Tuesday.
Oh man! You want what? That's it. We gonna put you on the record. Okay.
I mean, that's like Yoda. That's like Yoda and Luke Skywalker. I can't allow Yoda and Luke Skywalker to have a voice.
Bro, you're not gonna sit up here. You're not gonna sit up here and call the Elder Yoda, bro. I see what you gonna stop this, bro. You're gonna sit here and call my Elder Yoda, bro. That's Master Windu, bro. You better get it right. You better get it right, man.
We didn't have battle with them brothers.
Yeah,
it's good to see them, man. A lot has happened.
Iron though. Iron sharpened
iron.
Yeah. But we try to get a platform without all the mess, of course. Yeah, man, you go Anonymous one day. You got to square it off. Update the files. Y'all probably always with it to each other. With the information, y'all probably went toward each other plenty of times, right?
Yeah, we didn't debate it.
Yeah, but now it's new day. We got to update the files a little bit. So who still got it, who don't? Because I'm liking Anonymous. Anonymous still act like he got it, like it was yesterday to me.
Oh boy! Hey.
The young man, I don't know. We got to see you. We got to see you for this work, bro.
Bro, I was just over there on Sinetta, did a whole presentation. Ain't nobody even hit the panel.
They scared of Anonymous. I know.
I made somebody lose their mind, do a whole 3-hour stream on me. I made somebody else.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. What day was that?
The day where I talked about that Exodus, and then the next day they didn't want to talk about the Bible no more. That day.
He talking about Madiki Bali, 7,000.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But But you know what's funny, and y'all did all that laughing about that Exodus stuff, but a lot of stuff I said 5 years ago is now some common conversations in the scholastic world now. You know that, right?
I mean, that's because you got Christian universities, you got entire departments.
Okay.
At Harvard,
I knew that's what he was gonna say, bro.
They got to keep it going. They got to keep it going.
So
they can't just shut it down.
Let me ask you this. So I keep hearing people laugh when somebody says biblical archaeologists, right? And I kind of want to smoke at this point. So what's the difference between a biblical archaeologist and a Near Eastern archaeologist?
It depends on their beliefs.
Yeah, it really doesn't though. Here's what I mean. They still have to do the same work when they hit the site. So in other words, the only difference is a biblical archaeologist is using the geographical locations represented in the Bible to go do the same archaeological work. And they keep finding all of the things that they're digging for when they use the Bible, right? So what I'm not hearing, when I go into this, I'm going to go into all of the archaeological digs. And when I go into these digs and I present the information, nobody addresses the digs. Nobody addresses the time period that these things are found in. They just say, no, it's not. He's a biblical archaeologist. But they won't engage with the actual scholastic work. I'm ready for all that smoke. I want you to come and go dig for dig, right? Let's go archaeologist for archaeologist. Let's go time period for time period. I'm not going to argue about Jesus Birkenstocks. I'm not going to argue about whether or not we was black. We can get that smoke when it's time for us to get that smoke. But I want this archaeological work that everybody seems to keep running from. So that's my question. Why is it so funny when somebody spends the same amount of time to go be an archaeologist, and then they're actually, like somebody said, oh, Scott Stripling is nobody. He leads the biggest dig in Israel ever. Shiloh is the biggest dig ever out there. But there's nobody commenting. There's nobody looking into the work. There's nobody reading the white papers. Nobody's reading any of the archaeological or scholastic work. Explain that to me.
Hey, you mind if I ask what was your talking point on Exodus that made everybody feel like it was controversial?
Okay, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
That's a great question. There's a few different things. One of them is I say that the Moses figure would have been somebody named Sinemu, right? That's one of the biggest controversial things. The other thing that they get mad about is I prove that there is an abrupt abandonment in the 18th dynasty around 1450 if you use the high chronology, or 1430 if you use the low chronology. It really doesn't matter to me, right? But if you take that and then you line all of that up, now you have a very consistent, cohesive biblical timeline that lines up with archaeology. At this point, and that's what I did with the first part on that channel, I showed a white paper that I put together. At this point, we can just go through archaeology and show you the history of the Jews or the Israelites, whatever you want to call them, without even using the Bible, to be honest, right? We can just come back now and show you this is what the Bible says. We just go through archaeology and show you where these people were for about 17th century straight. It's a problem. It's going to be a real problem. Anybody want the timeline debate? We're not going to play that they never existed thing anymore. It's too much scholastic archaeological work.
So what you think about that, Mike? His approach.
Why you got to throw me into it, man? I just asked this man the question. I just want to know what his talking point was, man. Why you can't ask Takari? What do you feel about it, man?
Because Takari, my little bro, he agreed with me, so he want to know what your thought process
is. I know what I'm doing. Mike, I know what I'm doing. God damn, I got some expertise on something. I know what I'm doing.
Let me make it clear. Let me make it clear. Hold on, before you say this, OG, make this clear. I got love for everybody, but this is ABC season. Anybody can get it. Understand that, right? I'm tired of my names in chats. I'm tired of my names in videos. I want smoke. All that stuff that you see in the background, I want clockwork. That's what I want. I don't care what you think about me personally. I want clockwork.
Yeah. Let me have Michael.
I was trying to say, yeah, Anon, he's the Exodus guy in the Hebrew community. You know, he got that down packed. So, nobody ain't about to challenge that man on the Exodus, So I'm telling y'all, if any one of y'all atheists out there that don't believe in it, don't challenge that man. I'm just gonna let you know, cause I'm gonna laugh at you the whole time because he gonna have archaeology, he gonna have timelines, he gonna have all that. So yeah,
Hey, hold on. You doing too much, Carl. Chris Harris don't got him.
No, he didn't. So let's talk about it.
No, he didn't.
Let's talk about it then.
I watched the whole debate.
So let's talk about it. Yeah, I know what you're finna do, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about how he hit the panel with his head down, thinking that he lost. Let's talk about how he hit the panel thinking he lost. Right? Guy hit the panel mad, thought he lost. Let's talk about how they had to redo my scores because somebody cheated, and then they had to redo them. Then they had to redo them again because the whole league got mad. No, don't give him that many points. And Yame was there. He know I ain't lying.
Oh man. That was his dog side bait. He can't go against his dog side bait.
And guess what? That season, I took most of the season off, came back in the last 3 weeks, ran 7-0, right? Had the second seed on that.
You did that.
And then came back and run the whole joint.
You had a debate every week, it seemed like.
Every week, bro.
This nigga debate every week.
Yeah. And it wasn't no slouches either. It was Taz. It was Asari right? Yeah. You ready to drink. So
yeah, you got a good resume. You got a good resume, man. Y'all got a good resume, man. Y'all got some good resumes, man. Takori got a good resume too. That's why I put him up there, man. We try to do something over here at the shift, man. Yeah, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, tell me about the tournament. Tell me what's up with the tournament. But before we do that, and Yame and Mike wanted to say a few things. So I'll hear them and then
let them go to get it in. Let them go to get in.
What do you say about like Amenhotep, Ramesses, and Shishak when they go up into the Levant area to get back their land?
First question. I'll answer it. First question though. I want to see. I'm going to test you. What time period is that? What year would you say
three? I'm talking three. I'm talking about three different time periods. Let's stick with Shishak. Shishak supposedly around the time of Solomon. That's kind of my focus.
Okay.
What do you mean? During this time period, I don't see this empire, this Israelite empire, that corroborates all of this history, because that history, if there's a Torah, that would have been like the greatest writings of that time. There would be so much commentary behind it, but you don't see that until the Hellenistic period.
Okay, great. Let me respond. First off, the conversation really about Solomon and David's kingdom is not that it didn't exist, it's that it's much smaller than what we imagine or what we say. Okay. So when we look at archaeology, we do have a lot of things pointing to this time period, right? To ask why Shishak or we don't see any interaction with them, mainly is because of where these places are located at, right? So if you really deal with, even when you go back to the time of Amenhotep II, and that's going to be a great one to talk about next, right? But even, we get the Ramesses, we see the Shishak. The reason that we see that Shasu Yahu written twice. So first we see Shasu Yahu written on the Solip inscription, I want to say around 1400. And then we see the Ramesside time period around 1200, because those nomads were up there. But understand that Egypt wasn't really worried about going all the way up into the mountains. They're fighting with the Mitanni people. So their goal is to maintain control of that main supply route, right? Maintain control of everything that's coming down more in the lowlands. So if you want to ask why we don't see a lot of interaction with them, is because these people are in the highlands. Remember, like even David sets up his kingdom in like the area of Hebron and things like this. So there's no real interaction or real run in. You know, I mean, we do see some things on Merneptah Stella, right, which talks about destroying a couple of things, but at the end of the day, we don't see a huge interaction with these people because they're not really interfacing, because it doesn't even affect Egypt's mission. This is why you don't see any knockdown, drag out wars between the Israelites and Egypt in the Bible. You understand? You agree with that?
Yeah. I'm not questioning the existence of those people. I'm questioning the final edit of the text. The final edit.
And what do you disagree with about the final edit?
Okay, that you have this powerful empire that's running through the Levant. I don't see it. I don't see them becoming even noticeable enough until the Assyrian period.
So let's get it. So this is why archaeology is important. We know that even by the time we get to Hezekiah, that they've uncovered all of his 42 fortified cities, and the Assyrians attest to that. So we know that this empire is vast, right? But what it is there's a lot of small little city villages. This is what they found out. They found hundreds of these small city villages that have 50 to 60 people. And so that's why I say if there's any argument, the argument is the size of it, but not the fact that the empire is vast. And even in the biblical time period, in the biblical explanation, Solomon is attributed to being wealthy, but archaeologists even show and agree, biblical archaeologists even make the argument that you can make an argument that the Assyrian Empire is definitely stronger because they're able to come and wipe them out, right? So I think what happens is our confirmation bias and our desire to destroy the Bible makes us look at this from a different standpoint. Like I keep hearing people say, show me where the Israelites destroyed Egypt when they left. The Bible never says that they destroyed Egypt, right? It never says that they destroyed Egypt. These things are what talking points that people make. And you know what I would do if you made this argument, the argument would be that it's a straw man argument, right? Just because it said that Solomon has this vast kingdom doesn't mean that he's the most powerful ranking person in the world. That's not what the Bible says. It just says he was the wisest man in the world. He was very wealthy. Now we do know that he was very wealthy because when they plundered him, they took a lot of wealth from him, right? This is in your archaeological records. Would anybody care to?
Who plundered Solomon?
I wouldn't say. Well, Solomon was never conquered, so it wasn't plundered Solomon. When they took the kingdom, though, these people had wealth. They had a significant amount of wealth. Now, I don't want to give everything away because I do got certain debates coming up. But if you want to go into that time period, we can go into that time period. What I would tell you would happen if we did get into the debate. I'm going to show you all of the city-states and all of the archaeological digs that go from around 9 BC to about 1300, 1400 BCE. Like we can literally prove the time period of the judges now, just based upon archaeology.
Yo, classic. Yo, classic.
What it do?
You heard classic?
Yes, sir. What it do?
Man, I'm just telling you, man. You see what we got going on? We got Nyame and
the one and only anonymous Hebrew. I know.
Yeah,
It's like Matt. It's a Christmas miracle, brother. It's a Christmas miracle.
We Tiny Tim around this. We Tiny Tim around here.
Yeah, we Tiny Tim. I'm over here geeking. I'm like, yeah. Right
So I'm going to lay my argument down.
Let's hear it.
Just real quick, because I never explained my side. But a Hebrew, if you look up Eber Nari, that's a real place. It was started by the Assyrians. Mm-hmm. It was continued by the Babylonians. Then the Persians really made Eber Nari a powerful place. And Eber Nari is all the people that left from the Euphrates, crossed over the Euphrates, and went into that area we call the Levant. They called it Eber Nari. that power center is the beginning of the change of where African people was in that area, had power, then began to lose power during the Assyrian period, during the Babylonian period, Persian, then Greeks. Then they started moving further and further into Africa until where we have this Eurasian power that dominates the world right now. But it started during that time period. And the Bible is kind of explaining that time period. But they're going back in history, looking at it and putting themselves in that position of power. So what I'm saying is that there was a change. And that change is when they was leaving out from the Euphrates, going into Ibn-Ari, then into Africa. That's when the Eurasians began to get their power. And that's when their reign started. And that's the beginning of what I call the religion or the ideology of white supremacy.
Damn, you went white supremacy on us?
I went white supremacy.
No, let's get it. Let's get it.
You went white supremacy on us. My nigga.
Let's get it. I love this, right? So the white supremacy argument comes in for me when we deal with the Hellenistic period, right? This is why the Maccabees become so important in the conversation of the biblical people, right? So when you see Antiochus Epiphanes and all of these different people come in, their goal, this is the beginning of what we can say, or the expansion of what we can say white supremacy, right? I do agree with that. Even when we get to the Egyptology conversation. My concern, though, is when you say that these people inserted themselves there. So now I get to ask y'all these real questions. First off, who's the redactor that you're talking about in the Bible that chose to insert this? Where are the writings that they got these insertions from? So in other words, if you're going to accuse somebody of inserting themselves, show me where the writings are and whose identity did they steal? Like, so let's say I'm the redactor in the 6th century or the 5th century BCE, whenever you're saying that this happened for the Bible, the finalized cut or the finalized edit, as you say, where did they get those writings from? So I can look to see and compare. For instance, why is the destruction of Jericho described in the Bible exactly how it happened? You know, if you're saying it happened in 3 BC or 4 BC, 1,000 years prior. How is somebody able to describe exactly how the walls fell inward 1,000 years prior? Where did they get that writing from? And why was Jericho so important for them to even write about it then? Explain that to me.
Without giving too much information, that's why the Library of Alexandria is an important piece in all of this conversation.
So
that's where the Greeks would gather the information and send that information to Alexandria. And so we do.
What writings did they have that talked about all of these conquests?
You have some writings from Babylonia. If you heard, I forget the author's name, but you have the Babylonian writings and you have the Egyptian writings. You have writings from, they call it Phoenicia, but it's Byblos.
Mm-hmm. But all of these people affirm names like Israel. Like if we go into their writings, we see Israel, we see this Yahoo, we see these people actually talking about a group of people called Israel. And we see like things like the Tel Dan Stela, which says the house of David, which some try to say the house of the beloved. We wouldn't care because he was beloved by God, however you want to play with it, right? But we actually see these things spoken about. So if we go into those writings, those people affirm Israelite people.
Right. But we have their writings.
And they affirm Israelites.
Not only did they affirm Israelites, they affirm Yahweh, they affirm El, they affirm Yahweh had a wife.
Great.
We have all those writings.
Yeah, that was wicked. Yeah, the Bible tells you that they did a lot of wicked stuff.
But why would we call that wicked when those are the original writings that we have?
Because we don't
have nothing older than those original writings.
Well, actually, we have the Bible.
Yeah, man. I like this
Actually, we have the Bible as a historical document, right? And so you may not say it's a history book, but it is a historical document. And so this is why I keep asking, man, where are those writings? Because the Bible speaks directly to these things, right? There are so many things that we only have been able to find or know because the Bible tells us where they're at. I'm not here to Bible thump, right? But I'm here to tell you how biblical archaeology we work. So once again, what we see is you affirm that these people are talking about an Israelite. So that's the destruction of your replacement conversation. That's the first reason I brought it up, right? You can't say that these people replaced the people, but then affirm that the people around talked about them. That's a dagger to your first premise.
No, we know they was replaced. We know people came from the Euphrates, from Assyria, into the area.
No,
we know
what you were saying, what you were trying to well, maybe I misunderstood. Are you insinuating then that the Israelites, because this is what you said, they inserted themselves? So are you saying that the Israelites are the one that replaced them, or the Assyrians are the one that replaced them? Because the Bible makes it clear that the Assyrians were the one that replaced them. What they did was they took those people captive, took them and put them up in places like Sepharvaim, and then brought in their other people, right? So they removed people and then brought in their people. This is what the records show. So I'm trying to understand. We know the Assyrians, we definitely know the Assyrians replaced people. I'm trying to see where the Israelites replaced people. Now go ahead and clap that up for me, Ratchet Craig. Flexing a little bit.
Were the Assyrians? Are you saying, what is the oldest writing you have of the complete Torah?
Probably the Septuagint.
Okay.
Right, or we could play with that.
Do we have older writings of people from Judah than the Septuagint, like the Elephantine Papyrus?
The Elephantine Papyrus is, but it's not a complete. Yeah, we have that, but it's not. You asked for a complete Torah. We don't have a complete Torah from Elephantine. We have the Elephantine Jews writing, trying to understand how to keep the Passover. We see them writing and asking a whole bunch of different things to the people who are running things in Jerusalem. So yeah, we have that. Especially
we have they explain their religious system. When I say Torah, I mean I'm talking the religious system.
Okay, yeah. So
they explain their religious. They explain their religious system, and it differs from Torah.
And the reason that it differs from Torah is because these people were in exile for so long, right? These are permanent understandings, right? When that's how you know when they're writing, they're asking, right? They're asking how to keep the Passover. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, of course they're coming back from exile, right? We see this on the Cyrus cylinder, and I want to say on the Taylor prism, right? We see the decree to get these people back home or to let them go back, and then the Bible even tells you like when they come back, there's infighting between them. There's civil wars between them, right? And then this is how we even get to the Second Temple period. Right, Ezra and Nehemiah are doing all of these things to set up a Second Temple period to put up parameters because the people that were imported were pretending to be Jews. That's the fight, right? They're fighting him, and then they send them away, the ones who aren't of them, and then the ones that they do stay, they say you got to send away your women and children because they want to worship other gods, right? So there's always been an argument in Israel about worshiping other gods, pairing other gods. I get for you from an African perspective, you want to say that you can do all of these things. And that's why I would say the Bible is monolatric. Some people don't like when I say this, but we do see monolatry, which is the worship and the worship and love of one deity, while you know that other people worship their deity. I don't think it's correct to say that these people were monotheists, but they were monolatric. So once again, I'm trying to understand what your point is because now it's really not making any sense.
Well, what you mean is not making sense?
You said that these people replaced those people. Right?
Yes. I mean, to me, it's obvious that the older documents, the older history we have the originals. But then when you go to the Septuagint and you go to these biblical, all of this comes in the time of the Persian period and the Hellenistic period. Why are we putting that information above the older information that we have?
Because the older information is incomplete. To be honest, that's the first problem, right? We have bits and pieces And then those bits and pieces that we have actually line up with the biblical narrative of them being in civil war. So for instance, when you look at the kingdom of Omri versus, the kingdom of Rehoboam and these things like that, like you got to understand the point that I'm making. So for instance, you want to talk about oldest documents. We have the ration tablets from Jeconiah in Babylon, right? So we know that King Jeconiah was receiving rations. We have the Lachish reliefs. We have all of these different reliefs that are talking about these different kings at that time period, lining up with what the Bible says. So that's the issue. If you can show me the writings from the 7th century, from the 8th century BCE that shows what you're trying to say, then we can have the conversation. But it doesn't exist because these people were destroyed. Everything that they had was destroyed. It's burned. We know this. Jerusalem was destroyed multiple times over, right? All of their cities, all of their states, they've been taken captive. So yeah, all of that stuff was destroyed at different points in time. So that's why I'm asking you once.
Okay, man, y'all brother be going in it, man. I think we got to set up a feature debate between y'all two. No cap.
Yeah, I may get it in. Yeah, we get it in.
Yeah. Y'all be doing it. Y'all know y'all shit too, both of y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I dibble and dabble. You know what I'm saying? I dibble and dabble. I ain't saying I'm better than y'all, but I dibble and dabble. I know the argument. So you know what I'm saying? We have to put that up. Michael Everett, what you think about this? You being one of the social media tournament guys that we got going up here. What you think about this argument these two brothers displayed?
I mean, it's kind of sketchy when you actually using individuals' cultural text as actually being, historical documentation. But, the one question I was going to ask is, why does it seem like, you're willing to accept text from another culture, like the stand detail, what was the tablet that was like found over in like, geez, I forgot what the name was, but you had mentioned it earlier. But it actually talks about
the Tel Dan Stella?
Yeah, the one that mentions the House of David. Now, see, what a lot of people don't like to talk about is when they bring it up as proof of it, being so, solid foundation for Israel, is that those tablets actually talking about a 40-year war that took place that was going on in the region around Canaan, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
So does the 40-year war correspond with what was being told by Moses?
What do you think? Moses, I don't even understand how Moses is involved with that conversation. What do you mean?
At what point was the House of David in conflict with that region? Like during that time period?
So what does the Tel Dan Stella say to the best of your
No, we just had this conversation. You just agreed that this is what it talked about. A 40-year war
right. So when I talk about the House of David, being on the Tel Dan Stella,
isn't that?
I'm trying to answer you, brother. Trying to answer you. I got you. I understand the nature of your question now. Thank you.
Isn't that particular piece from that era of Moses though, and not from the actual time of King David, where it talks about the House of David, but not actually King David himself? So what isn't that's what I'm saying? Like, if I'm not mistaken, that piece is actually dated to have been around the time of Moses and not David.
No, not at all. The Tel Dan Stella, I'll give you a real quick reference of this. So the Tel Dan Stella is going to date to around 9th century BCE, around 870 BCE. Now, if you want to say, and I kind of don't want to go into this part because there is somebody who I want to get his work on, but I'll say this. If you want to say that this is talking about a previous situation, can't be talking about Moses, right? Because Moses is 500 years before this, right? Moses and the Exodus situation happens around 15 15th century BCE, right? One of the main problems is people argue about Pyrameses, but the guy who dug at Avaris, the foremost authority at Avaris, has now, I mean, this isn't even a thing in archaeology at this point. Pyrameses is Avaris, and it includes an area called Quantir. So yeah, let's remove Moses from the conversation. Now, the argument with the Tel Dan Stela, even if you're saying that it's not talking about the time period of David, it's a clear-cut reference to these people being of the house of David. There is no other people in the area that you can say would be of the house of David or the house of beloved. So then that would be my question to you. Who is the house of David or who is the house of the beloved talking about on the Tel Dan Stela? Yeah, don't worry about it, bro. See, when people get quiet like that, you know what I'm saying? We already know what happened. So this is the point. When we have these conversations, I need to have them in the proper context and in the proper time period. That's why I was asking Yame that, and Yame know what's going to happen. Courtney Thompson, all love to you, brother. First thing, Jericho, I would say Jericho was destroyed around 1406 BCE, right? And that spits directly into the face of the work of Kathleen Kenyon. I'll raise you John Garstang and Brian Woods, especially Brian Woods, because he spent 20 years researching and putting together all the pottery shards. So we can say with almost for certain that Jericho would have been destroyed in 1406. For the Pyrameses argument, Pyrameses was also moved. So be careful when you say that. We know for a fact that Avaris was called Pyrameses even as late as the 12th century BCE during the time of the Ramesside period. So there's extreme amount of evidence of the destruction of Jericho in that time period, right? And we can actually debate, if you want to debate the destruction of Jericho, when was the destruction of Jericho? When did it happen? We can debate that. I just want to know what scholastic argument you're going to make. Are you going to use Kenyon's work? I mean, because I can deal with the newest guy, Lorenzo De Negro. I mean, there's a lot of different people I can go with. So just if you're in the chat, Pyrameses got his name. Yeah, that's a problem for you, bro. I can see you're a chat rat. So anyway, I thought you were gonna get up here and give me some smoke.
No. Don't call her Courtney, bro. Don't call her Courtney Thomas. He's very nice with it. He's very nice with it. I don't want to. He's very nice. He's a Christian. He's a Christian. He's a Calvinist.
All right, yeah. Go ahead and use Negro and Kenyon. I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah. You don't want that smoke. You're an Israelite. You don't want that smoke, bro. You don't want that smoke.
Please use Kenyon. Please use Kenyon. Let me ask you this: since you're talking about Kenyon, hold on, Ratchet. Let me shoot. Since you're talking about Kenyon in the chat,
okay, go ahead.
What was the problem with her work? Do you understand the problem with Kathleen Kenyon's work? And we'll wait for that. I do this all night.
All right. He up on here. I'm about to let him be. Let him be. Cool. Where you at, Courtney? Yeah.
Hey, Adon, do you agree with the archaeology of I can't remember nothing. Israel Finkelstein, when he was saying the Amrite dynasty was the most powerful dynasty in the area?
I mean, yeah, I would agree with that. I would say yes. I mean, they had the backing of the most powerful area. So yes.
We got Courtney Thompson on here.
Peace to you, King.
Can you hear me?
Peace to you, King.
On here. Introduce yourself. What complaint you have about Anonymous Hebrew argument? Because you were in this pie.
I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time? Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah,
I hear you, brother.
All right.
I said, what problem do you have with Anonymous Hebrew argument that you want to address? He called you up.
Well, for one, he said things that are absolutely false about P. Ramses, the time period of when the name comes or when the name changed, which is weird.
I didn't say anything about the name changing.
Okay. Do you think the area known as Avaris today, Tel El Daba, the archaeological site called Tel El Daba, is the same as P. Ramses?
I would say Avaris and Quantir collectively would be what we would say would be Paramesses. Yes.
And when are you saying that those towns become the one town, P. Ramses?
That's around what we saying 12th century, 12th dynasty. Whenever we see the movement of those pieces of that city, and I want to say that's during the Ramesside dynasty, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I didn't even get the dates wrong. So that's funny. So we can take that accusation off the table too. So now let me ask you a question.
Can't. I would say we can't
I was
because
correct. Hold on. Here's what I mean. I was correct at the timing of the naming of the area. You disagree with that. So now the only argument then that you'll have is calling Avaris and Quantir Paramesses. Do you agree with Manfred B-Tech's work at Avaris?
I definitely do.
Okay.
Do you?
Do you know that the first page of his book on Avaris, he says Pyramesses is Avaris? Do you know that?
Which book?
Avaris, the first book that he did on Avaris.
Yeah. I don't
Avaris, the capital of the Hyksos.
I don't know that because the access of information I have of what he wrote is more than just one book. It includes his about 40 years worth of archaeological digs.
I mean, he has several
over 30
PDFs,
different volumes and the over 30 different volumes of published dig reports.
All right.
Some of the most recent dig reports have been published about 5-10 years ago because he's currently retired.
So now it's been done by someone else. We agree?
It's been done by him and a Polish excavation team.
Yeah,
and the Polish excavation team has been assisting him for like the last 20, 30 years. They've taken up the mantle and in his digs. Like from what, out of the 40 years, he dug up about 15, 20% of Avaris.
And so that's why I'm asking you again. So if we talk about Avaris, so the PDF called Avaris, the capital of the Hyksos. Are you familiar with that PDF? This is the most,
I'm familiar with his actual literature more than what's ever online about him.
Well, no, I'm not talking about what's said online. I'm talking about his actual work, on his excavations at Tel El Daba, right?
Yes, sir.
And so once again, and I just want to make sure, are you saying that he did not say that Avaris is Pyramesses?
Yes, this is what I'm trying to say. Okay, please understand me and hear me out. I'm saying that historically speaking, P. Ramses wasn't settled until Seti I. It was converted by his son, Ramses II, into the capital of Egypt, basically. The capital and the main port in the middle of the Nile, Pelusiac.
I'm extremely comfortable and familiar with that. That's not what I asked you.
The reason why I mention it like that is because you don't have a P. Ramses until the time of Ramses II, and the town, Perunefer, that's what the town of Avaris is called in the 20th dynasty.
I did a whole report on it. I included it in my first debate. But you're not answering my question, though. I asked you just one simple question. Are you saying that B-Tech did not say that Pyramesses is Avaris? That's all I'm asking.
I'm saying that there are two different dig sites, and B-Tech never dug at P. Ramses. There are two different locations.
So you're saying he's wrong?
I'm saying that there are two different I'm saying that there are two different locations separated by 2 kilometers.
I'm going to ask you one more time.
And I'm going to answer you like this one more time. B-Tech never dug at Quantir or P. Ramses. B-Tech's specialty is at Tel El Daba or the town, the port city of Avaris, former port city of Avaris.
So then if he did say that Pyramesses is Quantir or that Avaris, you know what, I'm just going to share this. Hold on, I'm just going to share this with you. Let me share the screen real quick. All right, we just get this out the way real quick, and then you.
I'm not in the chat
Oh, I
anymore.
know.
I don't know how
I'm gonna show you. You'll see it.
Okay,
You'll see it.
cool.
I'm gonna share it. I got you.
Hello. We don't have nobody on here with a phone, so you can't share nothing right now.
Oh, I can't
DG
share.
was
Okay,
on here. He's on this computer.
So I'll just help you, right? So if you get a chance, if y'all get a chance, because I don't want you to think I'm just making it up. When you get a chance, it's an easy PDF, right? This is BTEC's work. It's called Avaris, the capital of the Hyksos, right? Go ahead and snatch off that PDF. It's about 50, 60 pages. And I want to say page after the preface, somewhere between the preface and page 1, he clearly says that Avaris and Quantir, respectively, are Pyramesses. Now, if you want to debate whether or not that's the case, cool, we can have that work, right? But what I'm saying is, I'm not just saying this in a vacuum. I'm speaking about. So I'm looking at it right there. So he says the majority of Egyptologists, however, followed the theory of Pierre Montet and others at Avaris and Pyramesses, saying that they were located at Tanis. All right. It is the overwhelming evidence from my many seasons of excavation that has finally changed the general opinions of scholars. Today, Avaris and Pyramesses are identified with Tel El Daba and Quantir, respectively. Together, they cover an area of approximately 12 square kilometers from Quantir in the north to Esbit Gael and Esbit Gezerah El Gadal in the south. All right, that's on page 1 in the second paragraph in his introduction in the work called Avaris, the capital of the Hyksos. Recent
And I
excavations
completely
at Tel
agree
El
with
Daba.
that statement.
So then
Because
I'm correct.
that statement distinguishes the two locations as separate towns. He
I
does
just
not
said this.
speak univocally as Avaris, Pithom as one town. And he doesn't say that he dug at Quantir.
I think that listening
None
is
of
an
his
art.
excavation records say he is a member of any dig, or
I think
because really
that
what we have for Quantir is what? What type of archaeological records we have for Quantir?
you tell me, brother. I'm not going to do your work for you.
Sure, I'll tell you. We primarily have at Quantir not digs, but ground radiometrometry assessments. In other words, field assessments of what's underneath the dirt. They haven't done a lot of digging at Quantir. Why? Very simple. Because Quantir is a very populated location.
Same reason they can't dig at Avaris anymore. So, but once again,
Avaris is still an active dig site.
they have to. You understand that they have to allow it to grow over because people are still. I'll deal with that in a second. That's crazy.
Yes, it is, because it's still an active dig site. They're
every
still
season,
conducting digs there.
in every season, they have to replace different things, but that's neither here nor there. The only point that I made was that Manfred BTEC said that Pyramesses is Avaris and Quantir, respectively, and you told me that was wrong. I never said that they weren't two separate sites. I mean, if you have Avaris and you have Quantir, I would hope that everyone understands that that means those are two separate sites. So what we see now is a straw man, actually, because
It's not a straw man. See,
all you gotta
because
do is
this
let
is
me
why it's
finish.
not a
Just
straw
allow me to
man.
finish. Just let me finish. I'll let you finish.
Mhm.
Let's have a little decorum. That's cool. All right. The problem is listening is really an art, right? I made it clear. Manfred BTEC says that Pyramesses would be Avaris and Quantir, respectively. He said originally they thought it was Tanis, based off a certain archaeologist's work. He said it's his decision after many excavations there that this is the case. So then rather than going back and forth, I would say, what if you agree with what he said, then you agree with what I said, right?
No,
I
sir,
said
we
that.
don't agree, and I can explain why we don't agree in light
I'm
of what
listening.
BTOC says. Because
I'm
if you
listening.
understand what BTOC says as it relates to the location and displacement to at least two different cities in Egypt of P. Ramses, that location, P. Ramses' initial location, was initially in dispute, as you just read. Most scholars before really the last 20 years presumed the location, and even in our cultural, in our movie culture, Indiana Jones, that was filmed where? At Tanis. With who? The French archaeologists who were still digging in Tanis. And even in Indiana Jones, what was the claim? That was the city of Ramses. The problem with that assessment of the location, namely Tanis and Bombastus, is they are not P. Ramses. P. Ramses is the location, Contir, modern day Contir, and this is still 2 kilometers away from Tel El Daba of ours. And we do have Egyptian sources that make the distinction in these terminologies as well. Namely, because the port at Avaris, the last time we have New Kingdom references to the port at Avaris, separate from P. Ramses, is in the 20th dynasty. And this is when Avaris has already been abandoned. The person who is at the port, Peru Nefer, the person at the port, Peru Nefer, by the way, that's the name of the town of Avaris.
I'm very familiar with the naval port. I've already brought this out in my first
Peru Nefer is the name of the town of Avaris. The name of the town, P. Ramses, is P. Ramesus, P. Ramus, or Ramos. So these are 2 different locations, because just before the 20th dynasty, we got references from Merneptah talking about the grandiose completion of building and all of that stuff at P. Ramses.
So you do understand that they moved.
That they're different locations. They're separated by 2 kilometers.
But you understand they moved, correct?
No, sir. See, this is what I understand. I understand this is what you need to hear me out on. I do understand this. I do understand that according to BTOC, the towns, keyword towns, P. Ramses and Avaris, had to leave. Their Egyptian presence left due to the Nile. And in this aspect, the town, not Tanis, but P. Ramses, was relocated to Tanis. So what did they do? They took the statues and relocated the entire town up to P. Ramses. Up to Tanis. And with that relocation of town also came the relocation of the place name. The same thing happened in the town of Bombastus. Why? Because Tanis has no occupation prior to the 1000 BCE. So the 11th century BC. Same thing with Bombastus. This is when the waterway, the water channel, this is when the water channel that's around Avaris and P. Ramses was dead. And we have multiple types of archaeological evidences.
And what time period would that be? What time period would those things be dead? What time
around 1070, the town of P. Ramses is relocated from P. Ramses 2 kilometers away from Avaris to Tanis and Bombastus. This is according to
relax,
BTOC.
man. Let's have a conversation. Now you're just rambling. All right. So let's have a conversation.
So hold on. I really wish you were willing to be fair, because I was silent when you read 3 times in a row a quotation from BTOC. All I'm asking is for you to allow me to tell you my source. And my source is also BTOC. The name of the source is called Transdisciplinary Investigation of the Bible. And this is BTOC's most recent academic resource about this issue. And I would also supplement this with his chapter in the Biblical Archaeology Society, 4th edition of Ancient Israel from Abraham to the Destruction of the Second Temple, chapter number 2. Both of these things are stated, and also, third source, a YouTube video from BTOC at the Exodus Conference about almost 10 years ago now.
Great. Can I respond now?
Okay. Anonymous Hebrew, Courtney. I think y'all done put in enough work on each other. We might have to settle that future debate. But I'm trying to wind it down right now, brothers. And y'all been putting in some work, man. I love this academia. I've been taking notes mentally.
Let me get this last piece off. The problem is the brother is completely either miscategorizing or misunderstanding or misinterpreting what I said. He sat here and agreed with both my points, right? One.
No, we did not.
I don't understand why you can't just show a little
Yeah,
bit.
so when I can explain it very simply with what
Brother,
you read.
just let me go.
I think you brothers gonna go all night, man.
I'm not trying to go all night.
I just want to wrap
I'm not trying to go all night.
I just want to be able to speak unimpeded, right? These things happen a lot on these panels, and I understand that, right? I was respectful. I let you go. I even heard your source, right? What I'm seeing, though, is a miscategorizing or a misunderstanding what my statement was, right? And then a brother sat here and agreed with it, that Ramesses was moved, right? And that even if you want to say, which is funny, you want to say that it was Quantir, which is 2 kilometers, that's like, what, 1.2 miles or something like that? So we're talking about something that's within the same vicinity, right? And so that's why B-Tech's work says that these things would have been Ramesses respectively. Just so I'm understanding one thing. What's your discipline? Are you Kemetic? Do you deal with the Bible? Do you not deal with the Bible? So I can understand that.
I'm a Christian. Like I'm explaining this, and as we're talking about it.
Then one more quick question: What date do you date the Exodus?
I date the Exodus according to the internal testimony of the scriptural parameters, and that is in light of the book of Joshua, giving us a record in Jerusalem to a location called the Wells of Merneptah, and the exiting point, namely being the location of P. Ramses, according to the text. This gives us a historical chronological time period of the 13th century BCE for the Exodus.
Okay, babe. That's why I wanted to know that. So now that's our debate. Whenever we get ready to debate, we're going to debate the actual. So whenever we get ready to debate, we're going to debate the actual dating, the proper date of the Exodus. That's cool with you?
Well, I don't have a problem with having that discussion with you. I just, if you were done, I just was going to say, I don't think you understand my point of disagreement about BTOC, because I agree with BTOC. P. Ramses was moved to Tanis. I disagree with your understanding that means Avaris was also moved to Tanis.
We didn't say Avaris was moved. So
you said Avaris is P. Ramses. That's the problem.
That doesn't mean that Avaris was moved. Once again,
if Avaris is P. Ramses after P. Ramses is built, then it does mean that.
Final question. Just final question. Would you be open to debating the actual dating of the Exodus?
Yes,
I would love to. Okay, and then let me say this. Please don't take my abruptness or my pressing as anything other than I love to do this and I'm aggressive. I love your scholarship. I love the fact that you're very calm. You're not calling me out my name. I love all of those things. And I love the fact that you're a believer. So
yeah, that's what
I don't want you to feel like there's no anything like that. But we definitely gonna get it in about the dating of the Exodus.
Hey, I want to say something right quick, right? And shout out to Captain Courtney. You know what I'm saying? It's your #1 fan, Classic Craig in the mix. But I just want to say this though, real quick, to Anonymous, and this for everybody. One thing about us, and I know Anonymous because I've been watching you for a while. You know, I know you come from a lot of bloodshed, and a lot of wildness. You know what I'm saying? Over here, really don't try to push that emotional debate crap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we really got away from like seriously, Ratchet and me, we dead ass about like we're not doing we have no crybaby rules. You know what I'm saying? None of that slandering you, none of that calling a person a pedo just because you lost the damn debate. None of that stupid shit. You know
I hate all that.
Yeah, we not doing none. We have a hatred for that, right? Like we even have a thing. We have a policy. Ratchet me to Craig and Craig Law Firm. We have a policy called no crybaby rules. You know what I'm saying? None of that crying, none of that whole, all that slandering because you lost, all that be it. You know what I'm saying? We take the pressure out of it and we just debate as men, as grown adults. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. You know what I mean? So, we just keep it all copacetic. We keep it functional. We just keep it right. You know what I mean? So it can be entertainment. It can be intellectual, it can be educational. You know what I mean? Because it is a privilege to watch people come and debate and present their information. We understand it
Right.
takes so much time from you guys, but
Right.
we just trying to eliminate all that stress and all that BS. So, like, you know, kudos to both of you gentlemen. You know what I'm saying, for it all.
Right,
But yeah,
kudos. They was going at it, man. I
yeah,
ain't
they
know
going
who
at it.
But let me
22.
just say this last thing. You'll never be able to search the internet and see me do any of that.
No,
It
I know
doesn't.
that. I know
Yeah,
that.
We
it
don't do
that.
it
doesn't.
I know
that.
that.
That's why you
I
my
know that
second
completely.
favorite debater. That's why you
Yeah.
my second
Yeah.
favorite debater.
I know that completely because you got a standard, brother, and I appreciate it, and that's why you
Appreciate y'all.
over here. You know what I'm saying? But
Appreciate
I'm just
y'all.
saying.
Appreciate y'all.
I'm just saying that it just for everybody who's wanting to come around and join. And I apologies, I've been off and on. Motherfuckers calling me in the middle of the damn show, but you know, we just try to eliminate the whole debate and slander genre, right? I've been a part of it. Ratchet been a part of it.
I
You know
love
what I'm
that.
saying? So we just that's why we always say paradigm shift is neutral territory. We're not getting none of
Yeah,
your
we try to
drama.
purify. We try to purify the debate
Yeah,
scene.
yeah.
Can
Look,
I
that's
ask the brothers
what I
one more
mean.
date question before we do go? I don't know
Yeah,
how much
brother.
longer y'all are gonna stay. My last question to you, because I really wanted to ask the question about Jericho with you.
Mm-hmm.
The Jericho question I was gonna ask, Rebecca, if I'm not mistaken, in the book of Judges, is in Jericho living in the walls, in the casemate walls in Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
When do you date Judges?
The Judges period takes place between 14th century and basically, we'll say, be nice, 12th or 11th century. I kind of want to say 10th century, but it's sketchy when you get into Samuel. So we'll say 10th, 11th century. Just to give myself.
Second little supporting question. Do you think, I think in Judges, I think it's Judges 4, where it talks about them going back into or having issues with the ruler of Jericho, the king of Jericho. Do you think that passage is talking about another destruction of Jericho?
Give you the dates real quick. Well, we see Jericho. No, it's a good question. We see Jericho is just destroyed multiple times. That's the biggest issue that we have. I don't think that that's another destruction in that actual chapter. No.
Okay.
But I do love that question, and I think that that's a very pertinent question for the dating and the conversation of Jericho. So whatever you want to do, if you want to do Jericho, if you want to do the dating of the Exodus, and I'm going to tell you the reason that I want to do this, no one else is ready to have these conversations, as you know, right? It's so hard to have conversations with anybody who's familiar with all this work. So however you want to swing, if you want to only do Jericho, if you want to do the dating of the Exodus, if you want to do both, I'm open to both. I'll run with you however you want to run it.
But
when do you want to do the Exodus debate? Because I already got my material ready.
Hold on. Okay. You already. Oh shit. I wasn't expecting that one. You said you had your material already ready, Courtney.
I've shared. Hold on. Now you need to chill out. I didn't share this material in the chat in the DMG chat, in the shift chat.
I mean, I already
yeah, but I ain't expect you to announce it live and shit.
Well, you can tell the brother has his information tight. I already have my presentations ready, but I'm gonna be honest.
God damn.
Oh God, y'all some beasts. Y'all better than me, bro.
I got this January 18th thing, and just to be honest, I guess I can say this now. I'm getting ready to launch a ministry right within the next week and a half. So,
praise God.
All praises, right? And so, Most High willing, what they say? If something don't and the creek don't rise, if everything stay the same, that is really my main focus right now. Not to push you off, right? But if we can get back, around that Christmas time, because I don't do Christmas, but if y'all, I understand if y'all got to do that, but whatever. Just give me a week and a half. I can set a date with you. We can knock that, and we can knock that out. And we could knock that out even before the vocab joint. Like, because this is an easy conversation. It seems like both of us are very familiar with our work. So
you got to have a debate with vocab alone or something.
You say what?
You about that? Somebody's having a debate with. I heard vocab, like vocab alone.
Yeah, I debate him on January 18th.
I pray for you, brother. That's my dog.
Oh man! Oh man! Oh man!
I mean, yes, I don't have a problem. We can do it before.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. You deal so you view the church as the fulfillment of the promises of Abraham and that Israel is done away with?
No.
He does.
I understand that.
Yeah, he gonna get that work.
I don't think the church is the fulfillment of the prophecy. I think that there are certain aspects that the church does fulfill, but there's the dispensations for the Israel are still there. It's
And
not
that's
a
what-
replacement.
And that's what's gonna happen to him because he rejects dispensationalism. But anyway, brother, I know that's your guy. I'm gonna put this boot to him. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I love him though, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? This ain't. But even your brother right here, Courtney, agreed. That's a problem for vocab. All right, man,
I don't
love
know. I haven't talked to vocab on that issue in a long time, so I can't remember his perspective.
Well, this is our debate, right?
I got
the debate is which is better, the church or Israel? And when we define this, he's saying that the church is the multi-ethnic church that Israel has to join itself to. Understand. His basic premise. Yeah, I'm a cook. Yeah, I'm a cook on
I
the 18th.
I understand his perspective more with that, but there's still nuances, even in light of our shared Calvinism.
You a Calvinist, brother?
Yeah, you didn't hear the man say when I first joined, he a Calvinist.
Courtney, no, brother, come home.
Home is where the Messiah is, brother.
Messiah with me, fam. Hey, no, I love this dude. I love Courtney. He's very, very astute. But vocab won't get that work. That's all it is.
Well, I wish that debate. Best wishes. I'm down whenever you available. If you want to have this Exodus conversation around Christmas, I'm down for that.
Bet, let's do
Man,
it.
you gonna try to kill him before vocab along. That's what you trying to do, Kobe.
Hey man, it's called. Sometimes you got to put butter on the biscuit before you make that buttery toast. You hear me?
That's what we doing. Hold on, that's what we doing.
Hey, bro. That's why. Hey, bro. That's
I
why
love the man as well. I love the brother. I love his energy. I love the way he's thinking. I love everything so far. I don't know you, but I mean, you gave my boy vocab a couple shots. I'm just letting you know what's gonna happen when it's me and you.
Yeah, that sounds good. What you gonna do with 1 Kings 6? What you gonna do with 1 Kings 6 and 1? Since we talking about
address it in its cultural context.
Please do not tell me that you're gonna tell me that is generations. If you say
no, sir. I'm going to address that. I'm gonna address that narration in its literary genre and its cultural context with multiple examples.
We're gonna have an amazing time.
Y'all just be wanting to get at each other.
Hey, Class, I'm about to get out, Class. You got to cover this, bro. This Courtney, this is a mighty Courtney Thomas. You know Courtney Thomas.
Yeah. Cut him
you
up.
know Courtney Thomas.
Yeah. Cut him up.
This is anonymous Hebrew. He became my favorite debater. Fuck second.
Hey, you know what's so funny though? You know what's so funny? Because I literally saw this in my feed like 3 days ago. The last time I was active in Paradigm Shifts Facebook, like not Facebook, the YouTube chat, was when last year there was a canceled debate about historical Jesus with A1 and the Reaper.
Yeah.
And I jumped on at the last portion of that conversation. And I ain't gonna hold you. This is before the Billy Carson situation. But there's an aspect of A1's argument that was very reminiscent to the Billy Carson situation.
Oh man, I said that earlier. He might be a Billy Carson. AY. I said that earlier. I ain't gonna lie. I said that earlier.
Courtney, one more question then. What time
Yes,
period
sir.
then do you date the judges then? If you're saying the Exodus happened 13th century, what time period do you date the judges?
I date the judges.
Like how
So
long? Like
I think that it's the judges are happening around the 11th century BCE.
so you're saying the judges, and then what time do you date Solomon's temple?
We agree on the date of Solomon's temple because the date of Solomon's temple is not based on.
Yeah, I'm with you.
See, this is going to be the issue here in the
Okay.
debate. The way you try to use, or the way you may, because I don't know your exact argument, and I've heard different perspectives in light of these passages. But if you use 1 Kings the way I think you might, that's going to be a problem because nowhere in 1 Kings does it give you that time period.
The date for
You have to
Solomon's
go.
temple,
You have
right?
to use
Yeah, I'm with you.
historical synchronizations.
And that's what I do. And the Ratchet Craig will tell you that that's all I do, brother. There will just
Yeah, I hope you pay attention. I hope you pay attention to the way I outlined how to date the Exodus compared to what's going to be your methodology.
I heard you. So basically, we doing early date versus late date. That's all it comes down to.
Yes, but pay attention when you ask me how do I date it. I said I take clues from the Bible in light of historical synchronisms. You said you take a historical synchronism if you're going to use the 1 Kings passage. What you would have to do is take a synchronism and then apply what's in the text to the date you get from that syncretism.
No doubt. No doubt.
And I'm not doing that. I'm saying that syncretisms,
I'm telling you that I am
syncretisms can provide a historical timeline for the time of departure and the time of arrival into the land of Canaan.
What I'm telling you is I'm going to walk you. I'm going to walk you like I do everybody else from a certain time period in history where we know these people are. Where we know these people are, I'm gonna walk you right to the time period of the judges, and it's gonna be a problem. We're gonna have a good time though, brother.
It sure will be a problem because you're gonna also have to explain how someone in the 14th century, after entering in the land of Canaan, after the time of Moses, encountered a location by the name of the waters of Merneptah.
Gonna have a great time, brother. Just so you know, are you familiar with things like cultural anachronisms? Just so I'm clear.
Yes, but you can't have a cultural anachronism when the names aren't even present at the time period you're saying.
That's why they're cultural anachronisms.
Hey, but hold on right quick. Hold on right quick.
Thank you, both. You gave me everything that I
That's
wanted
right.
today.
I really hope he understands that because that's like saying John Paul DuSable founded the city of Chicago 200 years before John Paul DuSable lived.
I love you too, brother. Don't get me wrong. Hold on. I love you too, brother.
Hold on right quick. I gotta say this for both of y'all, Courtney and Anonymous Hebrew. I ain't never seen two men talk about how they gonna kill each other so politely, right? But before that, hold up. I gotta introduce the one and only D-O-M-O, Domo. What it do, Domo? Welcome to the chat.
You can't boo Domo. You can't boo Domo. There ain't no boo Domo.
What's
Hey,
good,
Anonymous Hebrew, you got Facebook?
Yeah, it's man, I ain't never on that thing. It's Sadiq bin Yehuda, I want to say, bro.
I was just gonna say search my name. I was just gonna say search my name. It'll probably be easier.
Yeah, I'll find you and I hit you up and let's just exchange some information. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you beat me up and I run from the debate. You feel me?
I was going to share with you my slides for the debate.
Y'all already debate, but hold on. Y'all had the spotlight. Let's hear from Domo. What it do, Chief?
Oh man, shit. What's good with y'all?
What's good, little bro?
Man, shit, just you know how it goes. Kicking back on a Sunday, looking on the interweb, seeing what niggas got cracking.
How little nephew?
Ah, shit, she good. He good. Just turned 4. You know what I
That's what's
mean?
up.
So
That's what's
yeah.
up.
And then, and little homie, old now, he old now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
about 2, 3 now.
Nah, he 4. He just turned 4. Last
4, yeah, he older. But I see. Time
Yeah.
fly by fast.
Yeah, time
Yeah,
flies like a motherfucker.
yeah, bro. Man.
But nah, yeah,
You
you know, I
know,
don't really do the. Yeah, I sit back and listen on the religious conversations. I don't really hop too much into that. I let niggas like Anonymous handle that.
Hey, I've been noticing. I've been
Hey, Gumbo, what's your specialties then? What's your specialties back here?
I die. Well, shit, like I study politics in real life.
Politics for sure.
You know what I mean? Government consulting, that type of shit, DEI type shit.
Oh yeah. You do get into the politics. I remember when you was on the Source, right? You was getting into that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you remember me, but Ratchet and me was a part of that back in the day, right? That's when he was really kicking with Solar real hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I watched a couple of your little presentations on Sarnetta. Check it out, Chief. We get into those politics over here too, because we have some individuals like having those conversations. If you ever want to be a part of it, Domo, it would be a true pleasure. You know what I'm saying? True
Nah,
pleasure.
yeah, for sure. I had a conversation with Dre over here, probably about earlier this year, maybe either early this year, late last year.
Leandre.
Yeah, we didn't had a few dialogues. And then it was just one white man we had a conversation with.
Yeah, so but we got a new cast, right? We just had a debate who's the better presidential elect, right? Trump or Kamala Harris. I said Kamala Harris. Dang, my bad. Kamala Harris, right? Or Kamala Harris, right? We had it between the good old Dr. Too Sweet and nobody, trust and believe the gospel, right? They, it was a pretty good debate between them, you know what I mean? It was like a good little exhibition match, but we do have some individuals that get into the, especially in that arena of the politics too, man. But it would be cool to have you around, you know what I'm saying? Set up a few conversations and stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? So what did you like, a Republican, Democrat? What did you, Domo?
Nah, I'm black. My politics is centered around blackness. Yeah, I don't do the Democrat Republican game.
Oh, so you kind of like my brother Kyle. He's a what Kyle class?
Nah,
a black Islanders, Craig. He's a black Islanders.
Kyle is a fellow. Even though like when he was really pressed on it, he ain't really a conservative like that. He has some, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, Kyle, he would like from what I know. Last time I talked to him, he'd say he's a conservative. But like if I had to frame it around like that type of paradigm, though, I'm more of a leftist than anything, like a black leftist.
So, can you break down and explain that to the people who are kind of lost in lingo? You know what I'm saying, and what that is, brother, if you don't mind.
Yeah. So you know how we have like the liberal conservative like political paradigm,
right?
Like liberalism and conservatism, like they have like their variations. And so like you have like starting from the middle where we have like moderates, like people like kind of like the both sides type people. And then as you go farther right, that's how you have different degrees of conservatism. You know what I'm saying? So like literally from like establishment moderate conservatism where they're like the traditional, low taxes, small government, you feel me, pro business, to the far right conservatism where it's like mass deportation, what's it called, the Great Replacement theory, that type of shit. So like on the left end of the spectrum, you have like what we understand is like traditional liberals. So like the racism is bad people, the pro gay people, that type of shit. But in terms of leftists, I guess you would consider them more of like the far left. You feel me? So like the nigga that killed the CEO.
Right.
Like that's what you would consider leftist. Like people with the egalitarian mindset. So they believe in certain forms of socialism. You know what I mean? Anti-racist, anti-bigotry, pro human rights. You feel me?
Okay,
Yeah,
so down with the corporation, basically.
yeah,
More to the people. Okay,
yeah,
so it's
yeah.
more of that. All right, I got
Yeah, and so even and the distinction is usually that like leftists and liberals kind of beef. Like that's why it's like the way that we look at the spectrum is left and right. Like we ignore like the gradients that exist within that, and so even amongst conservatism, you have like the more moderate conservatives that are like pro Joe Biden, that was pro Kamala Harris. You know what I mean? Like, you know, because they had like the Harris campaign really attempted to appeal to a lot more like not anti-Trump conservatives, but like conservatives that don't really fuck with Trump. You know what I mean? And you had them clashing with the pro-Trump or like the far right conservatives, that type of, you know what I mean, that, like those types of beefs as well. And so it's like while we try, like in most cases we assume that if you're on one side of the aisle, like you just agree with everybody on that side, and it's much more complicated than that. And that's why I say most people criticism of Democrats be shallow, and just be kind of regurgitations of the same like points that people hear on social media. And like I would argue like that the leftist criticism of Democrats really address a lot of the main concerns that people have with liberals, but the leftists typically get grouped with liberals to where like, you know what I mean, like that part of the spectrum that speak out against what people complain about Democrats do just get grouped in them with them as well, even though like they don't have the same ideological beliefs.
Oh man, that's interesting. Hey, Domo, do you think you can bring down some presentations, breaking that down a little bit further, if you have any spare time, Chief, on Paradigm Shift? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just a second, babe.
Oh man, he up here being a parent.
Being all responsible and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can find some time. I can make some time.
Yeah. But DMG says you're a low key black existentialist.
I wouldn't disagree with that. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. Like it's certain. I would characterize myself more as an Afro pessimist though.
Afro pessimist. What the word, bro? What's okay? So hold on, break that down. Afro pessimist. What's a pessimist?
Yeah, so Afro pessimism is like an understanding that was put forward by a philosopher by the name of Frank Wilderson, where he argues like that the Afro pessimist position is the idea that like all of civil society, like the way that the world has been created and how we understand its structures and norms, are based off the degradation of blackness. Like everything that's built on how we understand the modern world required the destruction of black bodies, and indigenous bodies. He includes black and indigenous bodies in order for those powers to exist. So like the pessimism is the idea that there's nothing of the world that is pro-black. There's no liberalism or conservatism that can be pro-black. It's built off the death of blackness. And so what he argues is that in like literally, if we think about how the United States was established, the genocide of Native Americans and the enslavement of Africans, you can't distinguish that history and the culture that was established from those phenomena from any part of what we understand about our society. So like I go as far as to say that like his argument, what's like the pessimist part of his argument is that like racism is not an aberration, but a key factor, a key characteristic of how things operate. Like so like our default, even as black people, is racism because of the type of society we've been socialized.
Yeah, because of the culture. Right. It's like how like me and Rachel Craig was having this conversation, how theosophy is embedded into the African American culture, right?
Yeah.
Blavatsky. So those conversations a lot of people are not really ready for because it is a culture shock, right? Because like honestly, a lot of people be like, okay, well, what the hell really is ours, right? When you kind of find these things like, well, by you knowing that, right? And going into that spectrum of thought, like, did you had to go through a form of reevaluation of yourself Because I noticed you don't get too much into the religious talk, and you just focus on the now. So what help me out with that right there, Chief. Like, what did you have to reform yourself, or what did you have to do to pretty much in a lot of ways get over that shock of understanding?
Nah, I actually feel like it that understanding was more natural than anything else. So it was kind of like the more I read up on this type of shit, like because then you have like that's the theory of anti-blackness, but then you have the theory of whiteness, and these are like all like philosophical, like ontological conversations. And what always stood out to me was that I never felt like I was learning anything new. I felt like what I thought about the world and how I understood the world was being affirmed by, you know what I'm saying, by these scholars. Like, I'm not the first person to think this, and it's a reason why. You know what I mean? So like, it wasn't even really like, even from the religious standpoint, like, I probably had more of a transformation with that. But then like I say, for example, like, I'm a Christian, but like, I'm a Christian because Black people are Christians. I that's kind of like my basis of it. Like, I won't do things to isolate myself from my family and the people I care about. You know what I'm saying? Because we already got too many things that create those type of divisions. Okay. So in order to maintain, you know what I'm saying, Black familial unity, I'd be a Christian.
Okay, I understand it. Okay, I get it. Cause oh man, that's interesting. Yo, we gotta have these conversations, man. And another thing too, it would be a privilege to get you guys to pretty much talk about your Solomon debate league days. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember,
man.
Yeah, like I remember, you know, Ratchet used to be in the comments, you know, doing his ratchet shit.
Ratchet Craig, motherfucker.
Ratchet Craig,
yeah. I gotta, and you know, matter of fact,
the panel drunk out here.
Hey, but you know the wild part? The wild part is he don't be drunk. That's just how he talk.
That's funny.
You know, and that's the wild part. But I gotta tell the story how Ratchet Craig got his name. It's a Christmas tale. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How Ratchet Craig got his ratchet ass name. But
nah, like, to be for real, like, I was just on I was over there on Cuba and then platform talking about this shit, but just like, yeah, like there was a little golden era, you know what I'm saying, with SVL that was kind of like that has not been kind of seen on YouTube since. And I feel like it was, you know what I'm saying, it was underappreciated for what it was. Yeah, you know what I mean, like, outside of like the you know, the beats and, you know, everybody talking shit and all of that other shit, like that came with it, like the actual, like, what niggas was on, like the content, man, like it ain't been done. It ain't been done. I feel like y'all came closest with the tournaments and shit. Like that type of shit is like it's really about as close as niggas got. You know what I mean?
We took from Solomons, because, you know, I was there with him when he worked with Jeremiah from Source, because that's when Mandinka Mali, I forgot, he changed his name. Mandinka Mali, that's when he did his famous put the big camera on me line. You know, I don't think you remember that, Domo, when you guys were facing off against the Source and stuff like that, and he
I remember that.
Yeah, he was right there, and Solomon said, "Enough with the monkey business." You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So yeah, I was there from all of that, right? And it was classic, like, you know what I'm saying. But one thing I do have to say though, man, like I just really need to go into those stories, like even with Anonymous Hebrew and the Yahweh War Machine, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
Chumps,
all of that.
all of them, chumps, all of them.
You ain't want this. You ain't want this smoke. You ain't want the. Hey. We gotta understand, Domo mad because he really work on copy machines during the day. So, no, look. All jokes aside, that's a brilliant brother, man. I joke around. I don't get a chance to get his brother his flowers enough, as it pertains to politics and debate, right? Because I think he doesn't talk about his real debate background enough. Not for me, right? I think there needs to be a lot of respect put on his brother's name in terms of his college debate, you know, history and whatnot. That thing over there that we did was just something different. No disrespect to anybody else, but I'll say I've gotten down on pretty much every platform, right? From Debate Talk for You, interacted with everything. Even the good brothers
Hey,
at the
my fault to
source.
interrupt, Anonymous. I'm gonna hop off real quick though. It said, I'm gonna,
I'm
hey,
gonna call you.
Yeah, oh yeah. Text me. DMZ got my number too. So anytime,
You got a new joint?
Nah, it's the same joint.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, anytime y'all I'm saying y'all on some shit, tell DMZ to holler at me.
All right, man. All right, peace out, Domo. Go
Let's
ahead,
say,
Anonymous.
The competitive nature and the pressure, right? That's the difference. I don't think people realize the nature of the pressure. Which is different to have to meet a certain amount of debates in a certain amount of time period, and you still got life going on. You're not getting paid, and if you mess up, you're getting drugged. You're getting drugged all over YouTube, right? In the spaces that we frequent, and then the structure of the keeping the stats and that part of it, and being able to really bring coherent arguments week in and week out, it makes you a beast, a different type of debate beast. I'm not gonna front. Like, you can put quality presentations together very fast because you have to know your information. Like, that's why I got a lot of respect for the brother Courtney to be able to hear it and sit here and go bar for bar. So when we did that, it's just a lot of politics going on. And so it forced you to become a very good debater, right? That's all I know to say. It forced you to become a different type of debater. And it's no shot at anybody else, right? But when people say they're undefeated, I kind of laugh. Because if you're not really judged and well, we can see some scoring or something, I need to know your stats. I need to know, how you did in the first round. Are you a defensive debater? Are you an offensive debater? Nobody's done that.
Right. This is why I know my brother Anonymous Hebrew when it comes to debates, man.
I mean, bro, that
he break that shit down. He break that shit down. I need to know your stats.
epic. Like, bro, like we have something
I
over
need to know
here.
your stats. Right? That's dope, man. I need to know your stats.
Yeah, so we have something over here on Paradigm Shift called getting ranked, right? Because our champ, shout out to the champ, one and only Pan African Demus, our cartoon champ. He's the actual cartoon. That's the champ, brother. So don't discriminate because he is a cartoon, but you will meet him soon. He's our first atheist cartoon. We pulled him out the bowels of Toonland to bring him here.
I wear a mask, brother, so I ain't gonna never say nothing crazy.
Yeah. You wear a mask. He's legendary. That nigga with a light up nose. Nigga, that shit so dope. I want to buy one of them hoes. I actually went on the website. I ain't buy it, but I went on the website. I said, I want one of them masks, man. This is nothing Hebrew, bro. This is my homie right here.
If someone tell you to turn your camera on, put that mask up, bro.
You know what it is, but you also, like, it's just got to be understood. Like, I ain't here to play step and fetch it to nobody, right? The thing that the Most High has put on me to do is something different. We're gonna unify our people, right? We're gonna stop playing these games. We're gonna unify our people, right? We're gonna get this right. Most High willing, that's what this is gonna be. We're gonna get this right, right? And you get smacked for that.
All right, I like it.
You get smacked for that out here, though. We're gonna keep it a buck, right? And I'm coming home with my babies.
Now check it out, Anonymous. Check it out, man. I mean, you ain't the only brew here in town.
Oh, I know.
You got the one and only
He's
legendary.
the only brew in town. Ooh,
you have the legendary, one of the great founding pillars of Paradigm Shift, the infamous and untamed Captain K.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And
shout out to Cap, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, ICPK, man. ICPK.
Yeah,
Camper.
Shout out to all UPK. I'll say this. I don't ever get to say this, right? I love all Israel. I didn't grow up. I didn't get brought up in a One West camp. I didn't get brought up in a One West paradigm. But I think they got a lot of things right. We just got to be honest. But And I don't know enough about everything that UPK teach to even say like, oh, I would disagree with this or I disagree with that. So for me, that's my brother.
I got you. One thing about us, right? One thing we do, we let things happen organically. We don't do that. Hey, you here, you there, fight. Nah, it happens organically. Just like how you and Captain cut him up, Courtney came in. How you and Nyame did it. You know, we have something called a face-off, right? Where people hash out what they want to debate. You know what I'm saying? It be set in stone. It's an agreement between men. You know what I'm saying? It's said and done. Let's have the debate. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing we do. I was trying to see if you guys were going to have a face-off first, but I guess you guys already had it on the show, which is wild.
Tell me about today.
Yeah. I mean, like, not today, but another time. But you guys already set up the debate, the topic, what y'all going to do, you and Courtney. And I think Nyame got in, too. And I'm like, dang, none of them Hebrew already coming in and picking fights. Come on. So I guess it's already set. It's already set, so I appreciate it.
Listen, bro, people pull up with the smoke because, you know, I guess I'm passionate about my views. And look, I'm here to debate, bro. I'm here to get this information out. Like, this is what I do. I love it.
Hey, Anonymous is my guy, bro. I'm telling you, Anonymous will. He will. Oh, you want this smoke? Let's do it. It's dope. Bro, he one of them type of dudes, bro. That's why I love this guy. Like, we lose the draw, he down. And he win a lot of times, so he win a lot of times.
So we'll say this.
Boy, Classic Craig in a minute. I haven't physically seen you in a minute. The one thing I know Classic Craig is good for every time I see him in these live streams is quick pauses and outfit changes.
I was about to say, I done seen a few different fits already.
I don't know what you're talking about, Corey. but nah, man. Like one thing about us, man, we do have the rank thing, right? Where you have to be ranked, right? We're gonna initiate their program in a minute, Ratchet and me. But hey, man, I'm just saying I appreciate y'all coming over, bro. I didn't, Courtney. You know I love you, Courtney. You are the shit. You know what I'm saying? When I seen you cut people up in the back chat, that's why I named you Cut 'em Up, Captain Courtney. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit was ferocious. But I can't wait to see the debate between you and Anonymous, man. I mean, that's like a dream come true. I don't know who's gonna be moderating it though, but
it don't matter to me. None of that matter to me.
I will moderate that motherfucker. I want to moderate that motherfucker. That's cat. Hey, man, Anonymous, but I'm throwing my hat in the corner. We don't know who's gonna be, but I'm throwing my hat in there. I'm throwing my hat in there.
All right, Ratchet. I see you want to take dibs on everything. Damn.
Yeah, I want to take Anonymous, Hebrew, and Courtney, bro. Come on. The people I fuck with and rock out with the most, you know, my atheists, right? So I say they'll get anybody that's an atheist that business, both of them, right? So I know that's one a Hebrew, one a Calvinist. Oh man, I want to be a part of it. I want to hear this out. This out.
Man. Oh yeah, man. And see, not only that, right? Our champion, Pan, he's a cartoon atheist, right? Well, I'm just say he's atheist. You know what I'm saying? He wants the smoke, but whatever. But you know, you got to get ranked to get up there to him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's his thing. Get ranked and get up here and face the champ.
Listen,
brother.
I like the cartoon atheist. That's cool.
Listen, if I got whatever, you know what I'm saying, when I got the time and I'm here, line them up, right? And only issue is, like Craig will tell you, it seems like I be disappearing. Like I do a lot, right? Especially in the community, just building businesses. And
he got some weird things going on. Nobody can show his face.
But I want to make this clear though to everybody else. Oh, there is going to be a time where I do pull this mask off, right? That's why I say chill out, fam. Like I ain't with all this smoke and this craziness. Because the people that I'm around are very serious people, and they don't play those type of games. So let's just keep everything with the scholarship. Keep everything with the scholarship.
We're gonna keep it scholarship and do our little blackology. Talk a little crap every once in a while. We gotta talk crap. We can't slander each other, but we gotta talk crap.
Oh, we have fun. Like you see, I booed Domo as soon as he get up here, but that's really like my big little because he definitely I think like 6'4", you know what I'm saying, 6'3", something like that. But for that brother's age, man, he's definitely he's far ahead of where I was in terms of that. So that's a brilliant young brother.
Respect.
Yeah, that's a brilliant young brother. So. All right, Cap, Courtney, man. Appreciate the look. Most High willing,
Hold on. Classic. Do you got something to say to Anonymous Hebrew? He's about to leave, as you can see. I'm gonna let you close out the show, brother. This your thing. You the younger brother. I'm gonna let the younger brother close it out.
Can I have your autograph? Hold on. But anyway, like I was saying. So yeah, hey, but one thing about it, Anonymous, one thing you really don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about the bullshit, especially over here at Paradigm Shift, bro. You don't have to worry about the bullshit. Like, we really want to have genuine debates. We don't want the slander, the wild shit. If you can add Ratchet, bro, we will kick that shit off. We ain't gonna have nobody come up and attack a motherfucker and be like, you slept with my... No, get the fuck off. I don't give a fuck if he did. It has nothing to do with the information. So we don't care about any of the dumb shit. Let's just get back to the positive shit, the real shit. What really matters, the information. That's all we care about. You know what I mean? So other than that, man,
hold
you,
on,
me,
fam. Did this just happen?
What you mean? What's up? What
You
talking
know
about?
what I mean, fam.
I don't know what you mean, bro. What's up?
You just
good?
you just drip. You just go drip on us like this, like that's
I don't know. Come on, man. We all wilding out, bro. Y'all wilding, bro.
Okay, I got you. Okay,
Come on, bro. You got Black Jedi on your thing, man. Don't let your eyes deceive you, brother.
It's gonna drip on us like this.
The whole entire time.
Okay.
But
all right.
I bet every last one of them jerseys musty. No, I'm joking.
I don't know what you're talking about,
That's
bro.
Right. But hey, look, I say this. I appreciate that, and that, like, all jokes aside, like, that's extremely important. And I noticed, like, you never heard nobody in my household, like, I don't do the scandal stuff, like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you ain't gotta worry about none of that, bro. Listen, Doc. I just want to say this, Anonymous. I done seen, bro. I done seen, and Ratchet may get mad at me for saying this, but I done seen comedic mystic holy water be sold, right? So, and I done seen it all right?
Right.
And I've watched it. You know, I was on the outside dealing with this crazy ass motherfucker Ratchet. I got on the inside a little bit more, right? So I know what you're talking about. We here for positivity and just business only. Ain't no crazy shit. You ain't gotta worry about none of that. No slandering, no none of that. I'm telling you, bro. We bringing back positivity to debates and discussion.
Well, I definitely have something that I want to run by y'all then offline, some media stuff, because if you really with this, right, this is what I want to bring to the forefront, right? I want to see us having these debates. I want to see us having this, and I want to see how we can work to put finances behind it to take it to the next level. So we can sit down and talk about that. There's different business plans and different things that I can talk to you guys and show you what to do. Free of charge. I don't want nothing from you. I know everybody, whatever. But I'll show you different things you can do business credit wise and all of this to put some money behind this, because I have some ideas that we can do about virtual debating with the different.
We'll talk about it. You're getting excited. You get excited, bro. You get excited, bro.
I do this, bro. Like, I build. I'm a builder, right? And when I see people that want to do great things and you intelligent and you ready to work, like, let's cook, because man, I could wake up tomorrow. I ain't going nowhere. But something could happen, right? We every day we need to be stacking and working and building. We can't take no day for granted. So forgive me for being excited, but I know what's coming and I know what we're gonna do.
Bro, I feel you 100%, Doc. So we definitely gonna get some work done, bro. We definitely gonna build, and it is a privilege having you over here, man. I'm glad the Anonymous Hebrew is on Paradigm Shift 314 working with us, bro. So
appreciate y'all. Hey, shout out to DMG real quick, man. Great brother. Once again, if you could have told me that this we was going to end up being, and this was going to be the situation, I would have never thought. Right? He turned that camera off again. If he turned that camera on and flex on us again, bro. So, but shout out DMG, man, because he's doing a lot of great things, and that brother is really focused on doing the right thing, and I love that. Shout out to the big homie Ratchet Craig. You know what it is, big homie. You know what I'm saying? As always, it's entertaining, and I'm grateful. Shout out to Yame. And
Showbiz is anonymous Hebrew. Showbiz is me, bro. You know, Showbiz is me, bro. You anonymous Hebrew, bro. You anonymous Hebrew, bro. Showbiz is me, bro.
I love that. And then finally, to this brilliant brother, I guess to the left of me, Captain Courtney. I appreciate the look, brother. I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate your commitment to study. Those things like that don't go unnoticed with me. So I can't wait to interlock with you. And hopefully this can be the first of several that we can do just to get good, pertinent information out. So I'll yield there and say I love y'all.
Goddamn, Classic Craig don't get no love, bro.
Man, bro, I was waiting for you to come back on so I could see the jersey.
Hey,
then I was gonna say,
he's trying to X you out, Class. He's trying to X you out.
Now let's say this. You the smoothest brother on the internet is what it seems like. You real chill, real dripped up. But the thing I like best, brother, is you always keep reiterating what this channel is about. And so you're a great ambassador for the channel, and it's great to start to build with you. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to see if you're going to get in the ring a little bit, or is you just hosting, you know what I'm saying?
I have some things I got to do, brother. I got a few presentations I got to push out. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, you're going to laugh, but I came out the Lion's Den in the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's just put it like this, right? I wasn't necessarily under JJ, but I came out of JJ's realm. You see what I'm saying? So,
well, if you want to sit down and build, I can help you.
Man, you know what?
Stop it. Hebrew. I came out of JJ Real too, brother. I came out of JJ Real too, just a little bit. I was multiple places, but I came out of little JJ Real too. A little Solo Vision Real too. Yeah, okay.
Anonymous, I realized something you might not have realized.
What's up?
He slightly reorganized the closet.
The whole closet, bro. You right? Look at the blue.
Three shirts in this place from the last time that screen went on.
That's shirts. See, this is what we doing now. This. Okay, you know what? I can't do nothing, bro. I just, you know what I'm saying? I got to tip the cap to the brother. The brother is Brother Fly, you know what I'm saying? He dripped up. I mean, I'm
Southern playalistic Cadillac bumping music.
I don't know what y'all talking about, brother.
Hit him with the U. Hey, I love it though, brother. I love it. Oh, I ain't gonna hold y'all. This is a hidden gem over here. Like this, I'm gonna do my best to turn this up. I'm just gonna say that. I like this.
Anonymous, it's a lot we gotta talk about behind the scenes, bro. Because you just don't know. It is a hidden gem, but you just don't know the. We'll talk, bro. It's a lot.
We'll chop it up.
But we
get my number. Get my number from DMG.
All right, man. All right, Chief.
All right, y'all be safe, man. Hey, it was a pleasure and an honor, man. Please tune in for what me and Courtney do, and then tune in on the 18th when I interlock with Vocab. And even though I'm talking and I'm building up the debate, I got a lot of respect for Vocab as well. So like, don't mistake the zeal for disrespect. I'm grateful for the look with that brother.
I got you. I know Vocab wouldn't have a conversation with somebody if he didn't feel some type of mutual respect, some type of check the position he's debating against. So.
Right. Right. You know, I got a lot of respect for his work. So, all right, man. That'll be easy. And Said, stay dripped up, evidently. That's what that's what it is around here. Stay dripped up.
Likewise, Anonymous Hebrew is a pleasure meeting you. Can't wait for our discussion around Christmas.
Yes, sir. Let's make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Peace and blessings.
Peace.
Later, man.
So what, somebody gonna end the whole call, or we gotta fade out to?
Well, I just want to say this, man. Courtney, you surprised me coming up here, man. It's great having you around for real. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was dope. That shit was dope, Curry.
You came out the rip like, yeah, you finna get this work from Courtney. Like, I was like, God dang, bro. Like, you got like what? That's 3 debates, Ratchet. I mean,
like 3 debates game about that shit.
All in 3 hours. Oh, three.
Yeah, all in 3 hours. 3 debates.
Numerology, bro. 3 people, bro. Numerology. Oh shit, hold up.
Hey, 3 people.
Hey, we can't do that. We can't do that. That's what that secretism and shit. That's bad luck. That's bad luck.
What secretism? Yeah, that's secretism. Come hit him with the secretism.
Bad look like a motherfucker, but nah, man. But nah.
Yo, that shit. Hey, it was wild.
That was wild like a motherfucker. But nah, we got a lot of work to do, man. We got more pushing forward with Paradigm Shift TV 314. Like I said, stated again, Paradigm Shift is neutral territory. We don't do none of the bullshit. We don't do none of the drama. We don't do none of the slandering. We don't do none of the lies. We just keep it copacetic and set on purpose. And our main mission is to bring education and entertainment. And not only that, we actually respect our debaters, our viewers, our panelists, everybody that support us. We thank you, right? But one thing I gotta say, this message is brought to you guys by Craig and Craig Law Firm LLC. Do not call us, for we, Craig and Craig Law Firm, will call you. That's our motto, and we sticking with it. Don't forget Tuesday, Elder Yara and the Anonymous Hebrew Divine Dialogues with DMG coming up on the 17th, I believe. Don't miss it. Don't miss it at all. That's gonna be fire. The one and only DMG is returning. He's returning to interview both those brothers at the same time. It's gonna be a great power hour that Tuesday. So, without further ado, one hell of a show. Social media tournament. Dr. Too Sweet, Michael Everett, the one and only Indomitable Black Man, aka Gabriel. Then you got TKO, Take All Your Shit to Kari in the tournament. Who is going to take home the gold out of those 4 individuals? 4 come in, only 1 can come out with the social media title. Hey, it's gonna be fun though, man. I can't wait for this. I can't wait. It's icy. But anyway, yo, Ratchet, take us home, brother. Take us home.
Well, I gotta take us home, brother.
Ratchet Craig, bro. Y'all gotta take us the fuck home.
Yeah, man. In the show, man. You got an outro. I ain't gotta take us out. The outro gonna take us out. It was a Neo, nigga.
Will Neo take us home? Damn.
Yeah, Neo take us home. Let Neo take us home.
Yeah, let Neo take us home, bro. That's the best way to go. And come down to that motherfucker. Shit.
When they come down to here.
Yeah. And also since we speaking of Neo, shout out to Sand Pit Records. I mean, that is Neo's personal brand. That's the name of his artistry. That's what I can call it. You know what I'm saying? It's Sand Pit Records on YouTube. I told that motherfucker to give me a fucking link to his shit, and he never did. I can't advertise the motherfucker, right? But shout out to the one and only, the majestic, mystical, and magical magistrate of music, the one and only Neo Love, O-N-E. I had to give him all them M's in there, bro, because the motherfucker make music. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, in the show, then.
Brother, make music. Even more M's. You gave him 3 more M's.
Hell yeah. Anyway. Neo, take us home, bro.
I know I got about 30 seconds to make y'all feel this before y'all turn it off these days. That I might not even release this. But I be doing this shit for me, help me get through. I feel like I give until I can't, but most don't recognize it till I ain't. Blood on them covers, she hoping paint. Sorry mama, but it ain't. This world took a toll on me, and everyone that say they love me always seem to follow me. The same one that call me great, treat me like I ain't shit. I read between the lines, it's written all over your eyes. I see the disappointment in the eyes of the ones who want me dead, but I ain't never been scared, I tried to get there. Sometimes I wonder if I survived or did I die on that ride to that hospital. Demons all around me, I am not mental. This game of life, it is not simple.